1 minute. 1 minute. Hello? Are you hearing me? Hello?
Yes, it's another day. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, viewers. It's another day for another discussion. I saw something online yesterday, and I just felt I should come online to discuss something about what I saw online yesterday. It is a pity that at this age, we Nigerians, especially our youth, I don't understand. So from the topic, you can see what the topic is all about. So it's a pity. So I just wanted us to share our mind and see if I don't know where we are going to. How do we change the political mindset of our youth in Nigeria politics? Is it true that the youth are not ready? If some of the vibrant youth we have, those that lend their voice to political space and go to social media most of the time to also lend their voice, if these people are coming on to, although we all have freedom of speech, we have right to whatever we want to do. But again, let's remember that as youth, we are leaders of tomorrow. Whatever we do today, it's very important for our future. And it's also very important for our tomorrow. So I took this topic based on my yesterday experience. From some of us that come on social media to deliberate on the goodness and forward of Edo State and Nigeria at large. So how do we change this political mindset of the youth in Nigeria politics? Are we still going to be playing around like the way we used to play, say whatever we want to say, advise people to follow those people that we know that have really caused us too much problem, that have brought this country no good? People that have been unpatriotic, because what we are talking about, we are looking for is patriotism. It doesn't matter where you come from, whether you are from the north, wherever you come from, as far as you are in Nigeria, are you patriotic? That is the issue. So with me, I have a leftist Amos as usual, and I can see I have a guest here. Let me bring him up. Leftist, welcome. That is Gabe. I welcome you, sir. Gabe, can you hear me? Hello, Gabe. This is Gabe is having problem with his network. Anyway, as usual, let me start from left. Amos. Leftist Amos, can you see how it be?
Me, I know the
You
hear
see
now.
wetin. Oh, Gabe, you can hear me now? Gabe. Hello, Gabe, can you hear me? It looked like Gabe is having issue with his audio.
I think he should leave his present location. Let's see whether it's the location that has problem. You know, we have a lot of
If it is in this
network
house,
issues.
that area, That area,
Yeah.
that area in more. Well, depending on the network, they can still have good reception. Anyway,
Okay.
we won't be waiting for a game. Election don't start. People don't start to the campaign. And next electionary year and next year. And already we're having people campaigning and choosing candidates. And they can't surprise me, say, now, some of us will be youth. Now they come in to, I have one guest here too, my really senior bros. I owe him a lot of respect. Ernest. Oga Ernest, I greet you, sir. I've lost it. I got surprised, say, we were in a struggle to say we want to make this country good. We want to make Nigeria better for all of us. Today I wear cap like Lefty Samosa. And today I still wear cap, this long cap where they make us look like a Linko. Wherever is they wear. I say today I go wear cap like una. Not be I go cover I go wear this cap where they long. Whether all of us go fly together today, we fly. Not be only which they fly. Human being self, they fly for daytime. If we do the wrong thing with the witch, if we do anything, we go hurt our brothers because of our belly with the witch. Yes, that is the truth. So, Amosa,
Yes, my
is
brother.
it
Well
true
done.
that our youth are not ready?
Yes,
How do we change
it's
this
true.
mindset our youth have, this political
Uh,
platform, this retrogressive mindset, this backwardness, this now so it be before? We don't want to change them to the new way that at least we will see lights. How do we do this? How do we bring these changes on the mind of our youth?
uh,
What do we do?
Actually, to actually get to our destination, one, we have to know how do we get here? How do we get to our present situation? Because a problem known is unsolved. Although funny enough, we are in a society who will diagnose this problem and haven't know the remedy to apply, but they will deliberately don't want to apply it.
Okay,
You
let's
understand? That is,
hold on a little.
yeah,
Let me,
yeah.
Uncle Ernest, can you hear us?
I can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. That's my brother Ernest. He's just coming in. He's an analyst. He's in fact, he's an elder. I think today we'll learn new things. We will
Yes.
learn new things today. So go ahead, my brother.
So you see, we are in a society. When you are sick, you meet a doctor. First and almost, you go for meet a lab scientist who will run a test for you. The test will direct the doctor on what to do, what is actually wrong with the person. And at that stage, you are not providing solution or remedy to the ailment. But very unfortunately that in Nigeria, we know what is wrong with us as people, but nobody is willing, even know the remedy to our ailment, nobody is willing to apply it. That's one of
Mm.
the problems. Actually, when a man is left with one option, like I told you before, survivor is a dangerous option. And we have been left with that option to survive in our society. We also have the issue of class. We also have the issue. We also find ourselves in a situation where criminals are now respected, where values are not things of the past. Nobody cares how you make money, how you get to where you are. Provided you have the money, you'll be respected. For me, the Nigeria youth is not ready. Haven't go through haven't gone through the antecedent currently. You see that we are not really ready as people. Most of them do not believe in hard work. They believe in still following those politicians who are responsible for our problem, day-to-day problem. unknowing to them that those politicians which our father have served are also raising their children in the UK, in the American continent, for our children to also come and serve our children. It boils down to stomach infrastructure when a man does not know how to say no when he's supposed to say no. A man who believes in the only thing you can achieve in this world that brings happiness is financial possession. And to us, some of us has also know that being rich does not bring happiness. Our youth need reorientation, and that is actually going to take time because of the level of the society we find ourselves. It's actually going to take time. They are impress figures. Some of them, I will call some of them hearers who they buy bundle to and run propaganda on government who go to the internet and mislead people. And so a lot of issues, and the youth is the strength of the society. But in our own country, we have not gotten there yet because the level of youth which we have today, it is actually difficult for us to get there until we are prepared to take the pains to change our orientation as people. And those of us who are also parents, it is also left for us to educate those who are coming now because getting things right needs re-education, and we lack those basic education. You can continue with the next question. Why
My brother,
I was so
what you are just
yes,
saying that we still have a very long way to go. That's what you just said.
yes,
And most of our
we have a
youth, they
long
are
way
not
to go.
even ready yet. It's a pity. We talk, and we talk. Every day we talk. We are talking about how to raise this, make those states a better place and Nigeria at large. And we discover that a lot of people are not, they just don't really care. And those we think have the mouthpiece, those some of us that are mouthpiece, are still doing the wrong thing. Is it right for a youth as of this 21st century coming out to support somebody that have, although he's not the one that started it. He's not the one. Before I continue, I think I have one. Yes, sometime ago in the northern area. Let's listen to this together.
From Sokoto just said now, we don't know a better candidate than Asiwaju. I'm in the Senate now. I've been in the National Assembly for 16 years. I want anybody in this country that knows a better candidate to come to my office, room 1.27, and tell me who is better. Nobody in this country is better in this time to rule this country than Asiwaju. This is somebody who has given, let me say, a lot, a debt, suffered for every region of this country. Why can't we pay him back? On what ground, on what reason could somebody say he doesn't like Asiwaju?
You can hear that. We heard that.
That is a slap on us. That is a slap on us as Nigerians. Actually, see, let me tell you, Obitoya, the war in Nigeria is between the rich and the poor. It is same class thing. Hello,
I can hear
you
you.
see, you see, if we are in a country, a better country that the youth know themselves, that man that is talking, he is a member. If he belongs to, if he's representing any constituency in Nigeria, he would have been chased out of that office because we have Nigerians are blessed people within this country, Nigeria in diaspora. We have people who are reasonable, but funny enough, this country are threat to those who have the idea to lead this country. because those people have built cartel around themselves. And it's going to be difficult until we all come together and the youth know themselves. But funny enough, who are the one rigging themselves out? Is the youth. Is the youth who collects money and they call them canvasser, who go to police booth and be canvassing people. The reason why you must vote for one idiot. So we have a lot to do for ourselves. We need re-education, re-education. Our youth needs to be educated, honestly.
Our youth need to be educated. Agent Gabe, can you hear us? Agent Gabe, leftist. Agent Gabe network is very, very bad. Okay, Ernest, I welcome you.
Well, thank you very much.
I'm happy to see you. At least this is your first time in my program, in our program.
Okay.
So,
No
from
problem.
the topic,
It's a pleasure.
what do you think? What's your take on this topic today?
You know, my network was fluctuating. So can you come back with the question again?
I said the topic of today.
Mm.
How do we change political mindset of our youth in Nigeria politics?
Okay.
I'm really talking about the youth. I just played a video.
The youth.
I just played the video of a northern leader canvassing for Asiwaju Tinubu as the next president of Nigeria. We all know this man. He has been in the political space for a very long time. And again, just yesterday, I saw one Edo State man, a youth, coming out to also lend his voice to the support of such person too. And that's why I brought out this topic today. I'm now deliberating on the youth. How do we change their mindset?
Can you hear me? Can everybody hear me?
We are hearing you loud and clear.
Okay. I think the first question is, what have we done? What have we done that we are not in this state? How did we come to this level? How did we find ourselves in this level? And what did we do? What law have we offended or violated that today we are in this stage? Because nothing happened to an individual or a community or a nation without a cause. There is a reason. Are you hearing me? Okay, I'm not hearing you people.
We are with you, sir. We are with you, sir. Loud and clear, sir. Loud and clear.
So now what you see, in my own understanding, there is nothing happened to any individual, any nation without a cause. There is a reason. What law have we violated that we find ourselves, our youth, the individual people from this region, or let's say the Edo, what law have we violated? Let us ask ourselves that question. How did we get it wrong? Where did we get it wrong? Where? So my own take is, now when we look at ourselves, look at what is happening within our region, there is no love. And one thing you must, before you find love, what is our heritage? Where are we coming from? What is our heritage? What do we have? It's a very deep word. So even the youth, they don't even know where they are coming from. Who are they? They don't even know who they are. And when you don't know who you are, where are you going? No matter what you do, you are going to fail.
Wow.
Are you hearing me? And where did we get it wrong? We must know who we are, our heritage. Then now, when you know who you are, what you are capable of doing, then you will be able to prosper. Today, our youth don't even know who they are. Everybody will just running left and right. We don't know where we are going. We don't know where we are coming from. check every country that is doing well today. There is one thing that is with them. They love each other. There is the spirit of love there. When you look at mostly the Edo people, the Beninese, the Edo, do you see anything like love within us? There is no love. We hate ourselves.
Jesus.
We hate ourselves. It's because it's by their fruit you will know them. Look at our leaders. They failed us. The least thing any government we offer to his people is light, water, and road. Do we have it? No. So where did we get it wrong? These are all questions. We need to sit down. We must embrace love within ourselves first. Then we will not ask questions. What are we going to do now? These things are spiritual and are physical. You don't solve, listen, you don't solve physical problem. You don't solve spiritual problem physically. It's impossible. Because these are laws. It's a where there is no law, the people perish. Does that community, that region, look like a place where there is law? There is no law. And when you violate, there are physical laws, there are spiritual laws. When you violate laws, there are consequences. Are you people hearing me?
Yes, we can hear you.
There are consequences. We have violated laws, a lot of laws we have violated. And if we don't reason together, come together, and reunite every tribe, every region, even the whole Nigeria, with nothing, there is nothing we can do, because it says, love covereth all sins. You see every tribe, we are fighting against ourselves. We are fighting. And when we are doing this, somebody is gaining. Who is gaining from all this our nonsense? Who is gaining it? The outsiders. We fight ourselves every day because we don't even know who we are. The people that is gaining from us, they know who we are. And they will make sure they keep us in confusion, keep us fighting ourselves. There is a law that says, there is a law that says to rule them, you must divide them, rule and divide. So that is my own take. I don't know where we are going if we don't begin to exercise love. If you check a country that has prospered in this world, there are countries that has laws. They love themselves. Am I with you people?
We can hear you.
Loud and clear, sir.
Okay.
Loud and clear, sir.
So I think we need to really adopt a system, put a system in place. Then we begin to look. We should look backward. Where have we got it wrong? Where has our leaders failed, got it wrong? Because if we don't correct it now, our children will suffer it. Our children will suffer it, as we are suffering from what our past leaders did. Now, if we don't rectify it, our children, they will suffer it. And the answer is, let us put something in place where to love one another. We all carry ourselves along. If not, it's no way. European countries that prospered in this world, they all have a system of love. They carry both the poor, the rich, handicapped, everybody. They go along. But we are still playing. It's like we don't know what we are doing. And the more we continue, very soon they will come and buy our land and kick us out. That's what is waiting for us now. The land will begin to reject the people that live there. Chinese, everybody will come and buy the land and say, we will not be a slave in our own land. We have to be very careful. We have to be very, very careful. What we have, our heritage, I move around within Europe. I see Senegalese and Cameroonians selling the Benin people's artwork. Our heritage. Strangers, they sell them now. Where have we got it wrong? At least we need to put ourselves together, because the moment we refuse to tell ourselves the real truth, we will lie to ourselves, we will be lying to our children, we will continue to lie to ourselves, and we will never get to the right destination. That is my take.
How did we get it wrong? Where did we get it wrong? If we don't know where we are coming from, we won't know where we are going to. It's a very big question. I can see Comrade Queen. Comrade Queen, you are welcome. I can see you.
Yeah, good evening, sir. Thank you.
Good evening, Comrade Queen.
Hello.
I don't know if you have anything to add to this topic of today. Maybe you didn't see the video I played before of the northern, one of the northern leader supporting 2023 election, Tinubu as his candidate, saying that Tinubu is the best for now. They've started campaigning. And yesterday, one of our own also came up, a youth came up to say somebody like Tinubu is in fact the best for us as a country. So what's your take?
My take, if you talk about this politics of a thing we are talking about in Nigeria, we really, those old men, they really don't have anything to do with politics by now. If our youth had decided to wake up and pick up their responsibility, at first, most especially the aspect of their campaign. If you look at the campaign, the youths always campaign for them. The youths fight for them. They did a lot of things. Every of their evil activities they do, they use our youths. And at the end of it all, they throw them to the corner. So that is a very vital thing that the youth should be aware of. Then after they have used them during their time of election, after they have gotten the seat, they forsake the youth. At least the youth should learn from this and go into the politics direct, because they already know what to do. We as youth, we know the in and out of the politics we are talking about today. It's quite unfortunate that in Nigeria, when a youth come up now and say he or she wants to take a specific position regarding the politics, they will just, the way they will just throw that person to the corner is very, very obvious. But if youths, hello,
I can hear you. We are listening to you.
We are with you. We are
yes,
with you. We are with you.
if youth decide to support, because the strength of Nigeria is the youths. The strength of this nation lies in the hands of the youth. So if youth decide to wake up today, Nigeria will get better today. I bet you. If every youth that has to do with Nigeria decide to wake up in the area of politics, one, not being a talk for them, not being a talk for them, not participating. Imagine during election they give youths some, let me say, 1 million, for instance, to share to people, to buy people's election. Now the person you are buying election for, you don't even know his plan for the nation. So we have to as well know their plans before they enter that seat. None of them is interested. The area of interest is just the money they get, just the peanuts. So if the youth can wake up to their responsibility, one, by rejecting their 1,000 naira, then two, by not sharing it, not letting others to be involved in it. Let's open their eyes that 1,000 naira they are taking to buy is not even enough to buy a rubber of rice, can take their future for more than 50 years. So at least let's have our future generation in mind. Like that of Tinubu, if the youth decide not to support him, there is no way he can win the election. He said he's the Jagaband of Lagos State. if the youths decide not to support him. Imagine the same youths, they killed in the protest, they took a lot of souls. The same youths will stand beside them just because they saw 1,000, 5,000 that they can just spend in a beer parlor within a 30 seconds. So please, if you can pass the message across to our youth in our society, in our environment, in our communities, to let them know if we are able to bury greed, Nigeria will be a better place for we all. Because greed is what will lead some people to settle the now problem and forsake the future problem. So it is better we get future solution and suffer now than to enjoy now and suffer in the future. That is the other way our Nigeria will get better. Those old people, like I said to somebody, I said those old people we are putting on seat, they have less time to spend on earth. They are close to their grave. So they are not even interested in the future. It is only a youth that have not given birth that has plans for his unborn children or for his little children of maybe 5, 10, 6 years old. They will have plans for their children. They know that Nigeria have to be put in place for their future. But those old ones, to start with, their children are not in Nigeria. Their children are not experiencing the bad roads we are experiencing. Now everything are very expensive. Their children are not experiencing it. So let's try as much as possible to tell our co-youths, our fellow Nigerians, the young ones that have strength, to leave greed alone. Let's just put greed behind, because I believe greed is the major cause of our problem.
Yes.
So if we are able to do this, I believe Nigeria will get better.
Greed is one of the major causes of our problem. Greed.
Yes, greed.
You just remind me of something. You just made mention of Jagaban.
Of Lagos.
Jagaban.
That was what he said during the protest.
A man that wants to be the next president is asking such a name, Jagaban. Maybe you should have answered Jackie Chan. Defender of the universe, or any of these men. How responsible is that? A man that wants to be the next president, I am the Jagaban. And one youth is coming out to say, because the man has done a lot for Lagos. For me, I don't see what the man have done for the country. I don't see what the man have done for Lagos. The man has a lot of boys, and most of his boys are doing well. The man are he's the one bringing governors to politics, knowing fully well that he's going to be the next winner. He must win because he has the capacity. So I saw it's good for you to allow yourself with a winning party, irrespective of the person's personality, irrespective of the person's plan, irrespective of the past history of the person. And for me, even if I'm dead, will not ring a bell. That is the man that single-handedly bought Lagos State to himself.
Imagine.
More than 60% of the land that houses is Jagaban.
The marriage has already been open, no?
The business towing gate where people were massacred. October 20th. 2020.
Yes, October 20th.
Is Jagaban killing youth.
Hello.
Jagaban. It is true that Nigeria is so, according to Idris Abukari, Jaga Jaga. For the last time, I had Bullion Van, investigation of Bullion Van in the news. Today, there's nothing about it. Yes, because Nigeria is a lawless country where anything can happen, where a big man can buy his way to government. That is why somebody can stand up to say, I am standing for Jagaban. Don't confuse him with age. Somebody's background noise. I don't know where that background noise is coming. Somebody's background. If we are not talking, can we just mute our microphone? Yes. Yes, I think it's better now. Yes, I think it's better now. So I don't know how we're going to do that. If youth of today is coming out to support, I'm not looking at age. Age is nothing to me. No, I don't want to believe that age is a problem. I don't want to believe age is a problem. Yes, it is not a problem. Age is not a problem. It is what you can offer. In fact, the older, the better, assuming if we have responsible, patriotic leaders. The older, the better, because the older you have experience, the older you see things, the older you can be patient, you can see things from the elderly angle. I don't want to say he's old, though he's old and sick. I don't want to look at that because anybody can be old. We're all going to go old. We're all going to be sick. But assuming these old people are patriotic, assuming these people are really doing what Nigerians want, preparing ground for the future generation, assuming these old people we are talking about, assuming they're actually patriotics, assuming they're actually doing what needed to be done, we will be talking about their age. Yes. We will be talking about their age. But we are talking about their age now because even when they are close to the grave, they are still struggling, packing.
To take the president, to take the generation on the ground. Can I add something?
All they have eaten, upon all they have, they are still packing the futures of the generation. Even the future of the unborn ones. And yet, the youth that is supposed to stand up to say, no, enough is enough. The few ones that stood up October 2020, lot were murdered. Lot were chased away from the country. Some of them are still in the prison. And instead of us, the youth, me not be youth again, make I move myself. Instead of those ones that we call them the youth, well, for Nigerian context, I still be youth, I can come out and say I'm the youth chairman. They will still say, hey, Baba, just give them what they need. Instead of the youth to stand up firm, just like my brother Ellen said, where did we get it from? How do we solve this problem? Why are we not seeing? Why can't we know where we are coming from? Why can't we see where we are coming from? I know how to correct where we are going.
And who are we? Who are we?
2023 just and yes, somebody is standing up to say that I am supporting an evil genus. I will use the word evil genus. The man that massacred the youth. Okay. A man that come up to say I'm the Jagaban. A man that brought Buhari. The president that is frustrating us now. I don't understand. I don't just understand. They say if you talk, you will die.
Yes, Mr. Moderator.
If you don't talk, you will die. It's better book we talk, book we die. And again, can you hear me, sir?
You have asked a very better question.
And again, please, you can talk if you are hearing me.
You asked a very better question. Where did we get it wrong?
Where did we get it wrong?
Can I carry on from there? Yes. Yeah, you have asked the question, where did we get it wrong?
Where did we get it wrong? I have asked you now.
So we get on one condition. We got our so-called independence on a platter of gold.
Your internet is not friendly at all. The area you are is not good. The area you are is not good at all.
We never have enough. We receive it. We never knew the value. But it was in 1993 Abiola election. Here in Nigeria, where the Osun gave for was the best, and is still the best today. Where Nigeria stood up and spoke with one voice, where you cannot alter the vote. Every man and woman comes outside, even when chicken, when they collect everything, but still they still went there with boldness. You never see anybody distorting voting activities. But unfortunately, the military is not allowed to come.
Your network is not helping us.
Access of our own anymore. So by the time you drop a little sugar in our tea, they will be happy. So that is.
Oh no. I lost you, Jagib. It's a pity I lost you. I lost Jagib.
The network is very bad there.
Yeah, his network is very bad. His network in Igbo is very, very bad. Yes, I know.
What our big daddy said there, per Ernest, is the same question I've also asked you from the beginning of the program. How did we get here? Now, the question I've been asked, how do we remedy this problem? Truly, like I keep on saying, all what we have. Hello?
Yes, go ahead.
Hello? Okay. All the things we have discussed over time still boil down to how these issues can be resolved. The issue of Nigeria not knowing themselves, I think one of the way to move forward is for one to reduce the volume of nuisance value created by the system. The system created nuisance value desperately so that they can continue to put the people under control. If you go to Ring Road, Akwakwava Junction at Ring Road, if you go to Sapler Road Junction at Ring Road, if you go to Forest Street Junction, if you go to Mission Road Junction, if you go to between Mobi and between Mobi and Ekewan Road and to Travis, you have a lot of nuisance value in those areas created by government. Education deliberately has been taken away from the people because the only way people can prepare themselves is through good education. Just yesterday, some doing diaspora come together and build a school for their community in Uyi. The state government refused to commission the school. Our education system has been grounded because those misleaders, those elected hoodlums who respect in our society, know what they are doing. They know the tricks to put the people under control. One of the basic reasons is to take education out of the people. When you take education out of a child, that child has been killed in absentia. And the people lack the real education. And those who are aware of what to do are few on the ground. Are very, very few on the ground. Like me and you are aware at a time when we try to fight for the people. I've said it before. The same people will go and collect money and be fighting against their own freedom. Secondly, there's this issue of divide and rule, but I call it divide and conquer. That was the ideology behind that divide and rule. It's to conquer the people. For us to move forward, it's for us to see the human person in us. It's for us to throw away tribal bigotry, religious
Exactly.
sentiment, and, and partisan politics. Those are the three enemies of man, and those are the things that is dragging us forward. For example, you based in Europe. Does the European not have tribes? Do they not have tribes? Why is Africa linked to tribal issues alone? Have the Europeans told you that they engage in tribal war? Of course they do, but we are doing as if ours is the worst. We are the one that have tribal issue because we have the program. I keep on saying what Marcus Garvey said, that we must free ourselves from mental slavery. That is we alone, nobody can do it for us. We are talking about poverty. Nigerians are not poor. I keep on telling people the poverty we have is the poverty of the mind, the ability to think as people, the ability to take decision when it's important and right for you to take decision. Those are some of the issues we are facing. We are the one rigging ourselves because when a man is greedy, and a man is desperate, he can agree on any terms. We are so poor that the only thing we think about is money. And that makes our society dangerous. Because in society who take money to a level of God, will always be a dangerous society to live. We have not be represented though. In a traditional institution is even a worse problem. Worse because the traditional rulers who are supposed to come out boldly and also stand and say the truth on behalf of the people are also waving, are also not standing enough for the people. They are also corrupt. We shouldn't be afraid to be talking because they don't care for us. Don't have interest on those who don't care for you, who don't care for you. You shouldn't respect those who does not care how you survive, who does not stand for the truth. You stand for the truth in this country, you stand alone. But must we continue to live on that ground of shame? No. We must build ourselves, equip ourselves with knowledge and resist them. Because the true power actually, like what Paene said, is that the people don't know themselves. The true power lies on the streets, like the whole Roman kingdom. Like the whole Roman kingdom. If you have followed history, is the mob, the people in the street that decide who will rule them. And that is what good governance is. So me and you, brother, we have a lot on our table to do. We must going to educate the people. If you have a neighbor who has children that is not going to school, take one if you are able and train that child.
Exactly.
Those are some of the way we are going to conquer those bastards. I don't have regard for criminal. If you are a criminal, you have all the things in the world, the best vehicle. For me, you are either riding on an ambulance vehicle or a toy van. That's why I look at you. I don't respect criminal. Like Mother Teresa said, if you walk into a room and it's dark, right, light a candle. It's not blessed to every one of us. Your neighbors cannot be hungry that are not able to take off his children, and you are having 6 cars in your compound. You are building houses all over the place. It's a collective issue. So, if not, we are all going to be victims. So, what for us to do now that those generations have disappointed themselves, we have to raise people and give them education. Let me tell you, Edo State government does not believe in education. The Nigerian government does not believe in education any longer because when you educate, like I said, when you give a child education, it becomes stretch for them to them. Why? They're stealing so much from us. They will not fold their hands, and allow you to come and take what they are stealing from you. So they continue to put the system in order. That a system that will revolve, that will be revolving around them, so that the people will be in abject poverty and they're going to reign over the people. Their children will continue from their father where their father stops. So the question, we have identified the problem, and the solution is not far fetched from the problem for those areas of identity. If you go to public schools, there's nothing, there's no boost, there's no share, there's no welfare. As I speak to you today, parents are the one employing teachers in government schools. There are some government schools in Edo State. If Edo State government keep on saying this wide and open, if Edo State government said I'm lying against them, they should come and arrest me. I have proof for whatever I'm saying. There are some schools in Edo State, in Benin Metropolis. They don't have teachers for essential subjects. When I'm talking of essential subjects, mathematics, English, chemistry, physics, biology, agricultural science. They don't. They don't. And you expect them to go and get 9 A's in WAEC. Like a man who wants to go to a competition, refuse to be prepared for that competition. You expect a man to go to the gold table to go and steal gold. We must all be prepared. We must all stand on this great task that is before us, whether the labor is great or small. We must be prepared to challenge them. If not, I'm not prepared I'm not prepared for my children to serve those my father has served, those I've also served, that I'm struggling not to serve. I will not open my eye for my children to serve them. Even though you run to UK, you run to America, you run to wherever part of the world you run to, the fact remains the fact. If the truth is the minority of one, the truth remains the truth. We must stand against those bastards. We must make our presence set. We must begin to put our eyes in budgets. I keep on saying it on this program. The budgets. If you are from Ikobaraka, go put your attention in Ikobaraka. If you are from Oredo, place your attention on Oredo. Follow the budget bomber to bomber. On those, if we start advocating on this level, we are going to put them on their toe. And the people will know themselves. It's just one people deciding for us. That is a slap on the people. My brother, if you are going to your house to come and leaving your house to come and fight me, how many hairs do you have? Is it not 1 hair? It's the fear of the unknown that is chasing us. Those of us God has blessed a little. If you have the ability, if God has blessed your children, you have raised your children are doing well, start taking care of your neighbor's children. They are all your children, the best investment in your fellow man. Start doing that. That is the only way we can put those bastards aside. That is the only way. We must continue to make our voice heard. We must continue to demand. Because one of the reasons why they are taking up for a right, that people don't demand for their right, for good governance. We have the FOI by the Goodluck Jonathan 2012, the Freedom of Information Act. We must evoke those acts. Nigeria has good laws, but the people are not aware. Because why? Education has been killed, my brother, honestly. Education has been killed. We are collateral for money. They use us as collateral. We should be aware. Whether you are in Europe, whether in America, whether you are in Asia, whether you like it or not, we are all collateral to them and to their children. They take us, use us as collateral. Nobody is aware of this. And that is the truth of the matter. Let me leave you for now, my brother. If I just invest, I don't want to talk. I need action. We must wake up. It goes beyond talking. Honestly, it goes beyond talking.
Yeah. Let me add to what you just said.
It's better for a man to die than to live in constant fear.
Let me add to what you just said.
Okay, brother Ernest. Go ahead.
Let me add to it. My brother, you have spoken well. I think the only solution, we see the physical things in our face. We see all the old things that is happening now. The only solution to this problem, as you just said, is let us begin to activate love within ourselves, within our community, within our family. Because when you activate love, you are not calling a spiritual body to come and fight your fight for you.
My internet is not friendly. My brother Ernest.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Loud and clear.
Okay. Now, you are not calling the spiritual body to come and join you in this fight. We must educate ourselves how to carry ourselves along, even when the government is not giving a happy hand. Do it, and God will not motivate everybody around. Let us just love ourselves. Begin to manage the little we have within ourselves. And it is a spirit. When you call that spirit and you carry on, the spirit will fight your fight. But when there is so much hatred in the land, there is going to be atrocity. Wrong leaders will rule you. You will not turn a slave in your own land. Nothing will work. So the only thing that solves this kind of problem is we should begin to activate love within ourselves. There are a lot of children now in the hospital that cannot even afford drugs. There are a lot of family widows that they've lost their husband. They cannot even feed. There are a lot of things. We should just create a system how we can community take care of themselves, family take care of themselves, individual, just let us create something until we start doing it this way, and the government will now see that these people are waking up. Oh, they are beginning to help themselves, because they will always do things to divide you. Even the government want to divide the people with money or whatever it is. But the only solution is love, love, love. Let us begin to love ourselves. It is very, very important. And we will educate others how to love ourselves, because it will activate good things in the land when we love ourselves. Thank you very much, my brothers and sisters.
Yes, you just spoke of love, and I know that, yes, love is the only answer to every problem on earth. Love. If we could remember when we were growing up, with no much advancement, with no much what do we call it? We love ourselves. Because we love ourselves, we show
Other things
love
will
to
come.
ourselves. We eat
Every other things
together.
will come.
We eat together. Everybody share
Love
food.
will give you a good leader.
Invite everybody. Somebody you eat from. You don't think of negative of such
Evil.
persons.
Yes, you will not fight him. You will not want to kill him.
In fact, I don't know where we started getting it wrong.
Yeah.
It is a problem, because when love rule, no perfect society, I keep saying it, but when we love ourselves, just like you said, love has left Edo State. We are not killing ourselves because of what we just call ordinary color. For nothing. You are black.
Blue, red, black.
You are yellow. You are, you pour drink for my body. You take somebody's life. Oh, you talk to my girlfriend. You take somebody's life.
Everybody's angry.
Well, let me acknowledge some people on the comment section. Gabriela, I can see you. Gabriela Ford, yes, thank you. Osaibovo Okwoga, yes, thank you. Victor Aburume, that's my brother, thank you. Who again? Vivian Darose, thank you. Frank Omoregbe, thank you. Rita Adams, yes, everywhere. Thank you. Grace Asemota, I see you. Rita Derrick, I see you. Too faithful to fail, yes. I see you. Osai T Omokao. See you. Who again? Hey, we got a caller. Somebody just called in now. We got a caller, yes. Israel. I'm fine. Talk to us.
All right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And first of all, we have to know that the problem our youth are having is our political leaders have divided that city with we are divided across party lines. This is the problem, and our youth are still believing on these hallelujah politicians who give them money and so that they sell their vote. And another thing is that we have to crack down on this internet, social media platforms who are continuing to divert the youth, believing that they are stealed and believe that they are the people on ground, calling them foot soldiers, calling them street governors. This is the problem. They are continuing to give them lies. This is voter suppression. Until these people understand that they are stealing their right, we cannot be able to conquer it. We need to start educating them on what governance is and how to use their PVC and how to clean the system, because you know that our system is being hijacked by corrupt politicians and corrupt youth. And this is what is playing on the social media. Please, we should continue to share the broadcast and educate them on how government can be held accountable, because they are the people who are supposed to give us back our land. And our youth should be able to come out in masses and start demanding right from this bad governance. This is my contribution. Do not sing hallelujah with them again. And do not vote these political parties that are putting us into problems. Go and vote a new party that you don't know, so that they can uproot their lies out of that system. Unless without that, we are going to remain where we are. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Israel. Thank you for your contribution. That's a very good one. Leftist Angel Gabe, your background is noisy. Your background is very noisy. Yes, okay, you are even out now. Okay, let me go back to the comment section. Who again? Social Mentor TV. I can see you. More hits. Oh no. Yes, more hits. I feel you too. Whoever, yes, more hits. Yes. More hits. You are a youth. Let me bring your statement back to the screen. No, this is not you. Let me look for you. More hits. You said something here, and I would like to respond to you directly because you are part of the youth we are talking about. Yes, you are part of the youth. This is what More Hits wrote on the comment section. This man again with goatee hair that was talking anyhow when Kabaka cried out. The man deserved not to be here because he doesn't know what he is saying at all. That is from a youth. It's a pity. Yes, Kabaka came on to talk about AK-47 and all that. I told him yes, yes, I appreciate him for coming to say that yes, he can take care of security problem, but he has been part of the security problem in those states. Some of the boys holding AK-47 today, he groomed them. They were all working with him.
They are food soldiers for the they are food soldiers. They are food soldiers for the politicians.
Say, my own gun, I want to submit it. I have a short barrel. He wants to tell me he does not have a gun.
Have you also asked them what legitimate job have they done?
Out to say that probably he is one of the member. Maybe it's a black house or whatever color it belongs. I don't believe in colors. So more hits. You just prove yourself in the social media that you are somebody like Emmanuel Agbogun. Somebody like you, we go after your stomach infrastructure. You see the truth, you won't say it. This is my person. My brother, more hit. I don't have my person. My person is that person that is doing it right. My person is the person that's fighting for you, me, and himself. My person is not somebody that is looking for his own stomach infrastructure, fighting for himself alone, collecting from every other persons by force, disarming people, whether old, young, small, no respect for nobody. I had a personal problem with that man. Yes, I remember. I told him face to face. During my course of coming out to fight for you and me, I had an issue with him, and I told him, right, you said I should be happy with such person. He's not my enemy. I have to tell him the truth. He should stop what he's doing. If he wants to help Edo State, he shouldn't come on. He shouldn't come online to say, I know this that have a gun. If you know it, go underground. Yes, go underground. Let people sing your name. I have a caller here. Yes. Please tell us your name and where you're calling from.
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. I greet you, sir.
Mr. Ken from UK.
Okay, Ken. Can go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, let me respond to that so-called youth that just called. Is, devil have followers as well.
Exactly.
Darkness. There are people that worship darkness. They are followers of darkness. You know? But when light comes, darkness always vanish. You know?
Exactly.
The problem in Nigeria is we base on fallacy. We base on falsehood. We base on propaganda. You know? Nobody wants to say the truth. You know, I always tell people, it is easier to say the truth because when you say the truth, it's only once. You said it because it's truth is once. But when you lie, when you now base your program, you now base your discussion on falsehood, what you have to do is to look for more likes, million likes, to cover the one lie you have just lied. If, brother, if a youth is talking that way, you should not be offended. You should not allow that kind side talk to wait. Because I listened to your program that day when you were confronting Kabaka, brother. Do you think darkness will comprehend light?
Never.
No.
Never. You confronted him. You tell him your mind, and you have dealing with him before. You have encountered with him before. You know that there is no light coming from him. And you said it openly, and it's truth. You don't have to look for more truth to cover the truth you have said, brother. That is the position. If his voice is talking, trying to disturb your program, they are agents of the Lucifer. Let them be doing their evil ways. That one has nothing to do with what you are doing. Brother, right wrong. God will protect you. That's my prayer for you.
Thank you.
In Jesus' name.
Thank you, my brother. For me, I'm not afraid of death. I've been on the field right from small. I stayed in Eko City when I was a Uniboy. I lived in Eko City all my life when I was a Uniboy. Even when I was working as a staff, university staff.
Can I add
I
to
didn't
it?
hide my face. So it's not one small boy. One small boy. Let me call him a small boy now that will tell me
can I
have
add to
a
what
good
my brother
behavior.
has just said? Can I
I'm not
add to
afraid
what
of.
my brother has just said?
Yes, you can add to it, sir.
Okay. One thing we must learn if we want to look for a solution.
He's listening to you now.
Yes.
I am saying you are a light to our youth.
Okay.
He himself is a darkness.
Can I
All right, sir.
add
Thank you
to
very
what
much.
you are saying?
Thank you.
Let me end this.
Yeah, what I want to add to that, my brother,
All right, sir.
what
Thank you very
my
much.
brother
I
is saying. So
thank you.
let us try and walk in love. We should not be pointing fingers. Those are the aspects of love. You cannot criticize somebody when you are not walking in love. Tony Kabaka or whatever he is our brother. Let us exercise love within ourselves. We are not judging him because all our problem that we are having in that land, we caused it. It is not a stranger that caused it. So we must begin to use love to correct ourselves, not boasting or with anger. Let us put those ones aside. Let us do it in peace. He said, when your ways pleases the Almighty God, you will be in peace even with your enemy. So let us try and really understand what love is. Love does not point fingers.
But love, sir, love does not say you should support
but even
lies.
if you are correcting somebody, correct him in love. It's a soft answer. Soft answer bring down away. Soft answer bring down away wrath.
Personally,
so we should begin to learn how to deal with our brothers who are on the wrong track and tell them this is not how to do it. This is how to do it. Tony Kabaka, he might be getting it right, he might be getting it wrong, but he still remains our own brother. Even the governor is our brothers. Everything that is happening to us It is our own brothers that are doing it. So where did we get it wrong? We must try to get it right by correcting ourselves in love.
Well, personally, I don't have any hatred for anybody, but what I don't like is,
but let us stop pointing fingers.
We'll be saying this. It's not today, sir.
Somebody was talking about Tinubu just now, by Buhari. If we have done well, God will not give us these leaders. Where did we get it wrong? We got it wrong. And we now activated these leaders and whatever that's in us today. Those are the consequence of what we have done, what our fathers have done. So don't think when we failed, our fathers have failed, our great-great-great-grandfathers have failed. Don't expect to get a good leader or a good waiting call. But when we begin to come into love, God will begin to correct all our mistakes in peace. When your ways pleases the Almighty God, even with your enemy, it will make you to be in peace with them. Let us stop pointing fingers, but let us insist on loving each other and correcting each other with love. Because the more we begin to call names, you are provoking anger. Then you will now have stripes. This one will be angry with this, and everybody will start attacking each other. That's exactly the problem we are having now. Where our youth, they are fighting each other, killing each other. Other ones are running away from the land because the land is driving them away.
Many are running away from the land.
They are running from the land because the land is angry. There is so much love. There is so much blood in the land. There is so much blood, so much atrocity in the land. So it is only love, the true love, that we conquer all this. So let us stop pointing fingers. We have all failed. Yes, we all have failed. Everybody has failed.
They've not changed.
Exactly. If you look at, if you check
that mindset, that mindset of oppressing, that mindset of taking what does not belong to them.
If you check the Atlantic, if you find out now, check our results. If you check the Atlantic Ocean now, you have a lot of Beanie boys or Edo boys that has perished there because our fathers failed us. You understand me now? The youth that are supposed to do great things in our land, they are all running away. Let us express love to ourselves. And we will have to do it we should not do it with stripes, pointing fingers. Let us stop that. Because that is not the problem. Even if we are going to correct them, we will do it with love. You can correct somebody in love. That's my take, my brothers and sisters.
That's my take. Yes, thank you.
Hello, sir.
It's a very good one.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Hello, sir. I'm also, I can hear you.
Thank you very much. I think we can't make progress and get a different result if we continue to approach things the old way. Actually, love is better. Love is better. But it doesn't also, love does not stop us from telling ourselves the truth. We must tell ourselves the truth at every circumstance. At that point is very important. Because if we refuse to grab the bull by the horn in most cases, we still boil down to the same problem they are trying to avoid. Even worse problems. So it's important that if it's John, let's just say John, the issue of burning issue, because let us not quarrel. Even when we were all playing, what was the benefit? Let's continue to tell ourselves it, even while there is love. Like according to Peter Todd, he said, without justice, you can't get peace. Like I was writing on my Facebook today, someone just came into me and I just pinned it down. Those who align with evil are those who are destroying the society. That is what the matter. The Chinese philosopher Confucius also said, be careful of those who make it difficult for people. And we have all these people around us. For us to sanitize our house, we must all put our hands on the table and we need to identify evils among us. We must identify those evils among us and also to find solution to the problems. Some of those people that we have mentioned their name, there are some people that will never even change of a truth. because they don't have what they live on is all those fallacies kind of story. Political prostitute. That is their livelihood. That is their life. That's what they believe in. They can't work. They have made money. How do they make their money? We must not continue like this. How do they make all that their money? It's because of this political prostitution and those kind of rubbish we are trying to guard against. I think as much as we mention names as well, it doesn't mean we hate our brothers, but we can correct ourselves and tell ourselves the truth, and we respect each other for that. And we can also come together and provide. That's the way we can actually provide solution to this problem. The truth is that whether we like it or not, so we have every one of us is involved in this matter. Even when our father fails, our mother fails, now we have the bulk of responsibility now falls on the shoulder. Can we still be blaming those who have failed us, those who are not dead? We now have the ability to solve those problems. Why can't we solve our problem? I don't want to acclaim blame to anybody. Let us blame ourselves. Our fathers have failed themselves too. But the kind of leader we also have now, we are responsible. Even the electoral act that is being given to us, gave the people more power than the politicians. But the people now ring themselves out because of 2,000 for pot of soup. People said their voters card. If you go to the electoral act, it makes it clear the power is now with the people. But the people now decide to sell off their power. Before, if they are ringing election like from Orion, you'll be getting 10 million, or we are 10 million or 15 million. But today, every by election, at times on 2,000 naira, 2,000 people, at times 500, at times less than 300. That is to show that that level of ringing has reduced. But people now sell the charge card, sell their voters card. As I speak to you, my brother, the online registration is going on. Our people, I call our people educated fools, so they are not deeming fit to go and register. Tomorrow, when we have a northern president, for example, they will be deceiving themselves, even go and fire the one voting there. We refuse to register ourselves. Those who have registered have also refused to collect their voters card. Leftists, you are aware that for years I've been doing election monitoring with some international organization, AU, USID, and his kind, and his like. I know what I've seen. That the more lousy people are our youth. What they believe in money. We want to chop 5,000 naira meal at a blow. You don't want to work. You don't want to set the pace for that to follow. Now, what are they succeeded in doing to us? You know, like I want to respect the power opinion now. Like some people who have never been to school in their life, who have not done legitimate jobs, they now have hotel. They are now millionaire. You send some child to school. Hotel says someone not go school, go see how it be. So we have a lot of issues, and those issues people must be identified in our society, so that those young ones that are coming, that they are not role models. They should know they are more negative effect to the society than positive than positivity. Those data must be identified. Please, I'm still apologizing to every one of us. The job is now, we now have a lot of job to do. Like I said, if you walk into a room that is dark, like a candle, the man that needs this change is the man that is standing before the mirror, that is looking at the mirror. We are all involved. We are all responsible. We are going to fix it together. Every one of us is a part of this struggle. Destructive.
Exactly.
When you are building a house, if you want to renovate a house or want to destroy a house, actually it's always easy. Getting the bulldozer, you don't need the engineer to plan it. You level it. But when you want to build, you need all professionals to put things in order. So we are in the era of building. We must be responsible. Instead of building 5, 10 houses, take human being, your fellow human being, as people you must build. Start building institutions. People, give them orientation. If they don't have education, give them education. Let them know the meaning of education, the benefit, the long run benefit of education. And those are the only who can do it. But as I speak to you, We have more nuisance value because the education system has been killed, like I said before. We have a duty, we own ourselves this duty to fix our dear society, to pick those youth away from the street, to show them love like what our father have always said. Because true, like when Christ was saying for those who are Christian, because I'm not a religious person, he said, with all these laws I've given to you, love is the greatest. We must love ourselves. As
Exactly.
much as we love ourselves, we must also tell ourselves the truth. And secondly,
Exactly.
this point, the power raised this point before. I almost forgot. Our history has been taken away from us. We don't study our history in our book, in our schools any longer. That has
Yes.
always that has also been a part of our problem. And all those things is deliberate. The suffering, all what you are seeing is deliberate, is we who can say no. Those people, they will never, because the war we have in Nigeria today, whether you take it or leave it, it's a class war. It's between the rich and the very poor. And for we to get it right, is for us to start educating ourselves and teach our children that money does not bring happiness, that dignity have a lot to do. I remember those days when we were young. Our father would say, "You are going out, my son, please don't go and spoil my name." He will tell you that these names that are protected so much, you can't rub it on the mud. Those values, where are they? Where are they? So we have a lot to do. Let me stop for now.
We have lost
We are not
values.
hearing
When
you,
we say,
moderator.
yes, we have lost a lot of values, dignity and
Yes.
value. That is a fundamental problem. You see, the youth of today, they don't have respect because no value. Yes, we think, yes, it is true. We all have rights, but respect. If you must love, you must respect. They lack love, they lack respect, they lack knowledge. They are so empty. A lot of them are empty. It's not by putting on 2 million gold that makes you a man or a woman. It's what
Excuse
you
me, sir.
have. Yes, you can go ahead.
Excuse me, sir. Let me guess. They are almost this one vital one almost escaped me. Like the first teacher in every home, in every society, is the
It's our
parents
parents.
and the community.
Yes, it's our
Our parents, our
parents.
community. Does
Yes,
it also interest you that parents now pay for exams for their children?
it is not today now. That one
Now
I've
pay
started
for
long ago.
yes, pays for exam for their children. We now celebrate criminal. People now now people now have more interest on wealth without work. You want to be wealthy. You want to be successful without labor, without hard work. Now parents are not celebrating Yahoo first star. Parents are not the ones celebrating them. Churches are not the ones also celebrating them. So a lot of societal issues. You say the job is big. It's big. Please,
Yes.
we have a lot of
Yes.
job to
That's
do.
what
It's
the
very
only thing that
big.
we assist. That is why when we compress every issue that we are having, because in every aspect of our life, of that state, of
Yes.
that country, there is an issue.
Yes.
So the only
Every
way we
aspect, sir.
can get it fast, the only way we can move fast and meet up to the present day that we are today now is when we still try to activate love, because all these things are problems that has accumulated, generational things that
Over
has
time.
accumulated.
Over time.
Yes, our fathers, they failed us, they failed. So this is the consequence of what our fathers have done. And if we that are around now cannot put a stop and identify it, our children will pay the consequence.
Yes.
So it has accumulated in every aspect of our life. Children not knowing who they are, they don't even have respect to people. These are consequences of what we have done, what our parents have done. I think another person can go ahead.
Yes. Consequence upon consequence. And today,
Allow Madam Queen to talk. She's waiting.
yeah, Madam Queen has a noise on the background. She's having a
Oh,
hallback. Yes, that's why I muted
okay.
her before. If she's talking, you'll be
Okay.
hearing yourself. It's like she's listening from a program and she's talking from her phone, and that hold back. Madam Queen, you have a noise on your background. Okay, listen to yourself now.
Okay, hello.
Okay, go ahead.
Can you So like we are talking about love. When you talk about love, love is action. It's not just
Exactly.
a mere word. And we all are saying our fathers, our fathers, our father. Of course, our fathers has made a lot of mistakes. And if we should trace it, I believe the mistake our father makes is what they deposited in us. Now we have discovered
Exactly.
it, and majority of us we are working on ourselves.
Jesus.
Now that we are working on ourselves, we have to as well work on our own generation, which is our children. Most especially nowadays, our children are no longer interested in studying. They don't read. They don't want to know. They don't want to know anything. They are not interested. As if that is not enough, they are more interested in wealth, get not even wealth, money. This system of get rich quick, get rich quick. They all want to
Yes.
get rich. And our parents, they are not interested in giving the children manners. Our children of now, they are not interested in manners. When they just get money, they are lord. So if we are complaining on what our fathers has made, we are complaining
Israel, we have a call. Israel.
of
Yes.
our we complain more. If
I support that lady. I don't know where that lady come from.
Yes.
Kudos to you. I respect you. You are a true comrade. You see what she's telling? I have been singing with it on this platform. The time the youth will know that the future of themselves and their children's children is at stake, it will be a game over. If they don't start acting now, the problem is so vast. They are busy carried away with these people giving them 20,000 and 30,000, selling rice and giving them generator. This is a slap on the youth face. They should wake up now, or else it will be game over. Some of them are in different countries, sitting down in their parlor, telling them that they should not worry, hiding under the umbrella of a comrade. They should be careful because these people are working for their stomach. They need to be very careful and don't listen to them. You must stand for your right and vote who you want to so that you can be able to change the status quo. Thank you again, once again, and God bless you all.
Thank you. Madam Queen,
yes,
you can go ahead. Sorry, that call just interrupted us.
yes.
Somebody called in because of what you were saying. So
Yeah,
I just
I
allowed the
heard
person to
him.
talk.
So we have
Okay.
to work on our children, our generation, because if we should complain of what our father did, the knowledge we have now, we are getting. Our parents did not have that opportunity. There was no technology then. But now we feel we have gotten a lot of knowledge. But if we should continue like this, complaining our father's mistake and all that, our children, our future generation, they are going to complain about us the more. So the major thing, the most important thing now is let's look forward to the solution to our problems. Imagine
Exactly.
somebody that a BSc holder, after spending like 8 years, 6 years in school, then after the graduation, they go for NYSC training. At the end of it all, one governor will come from nowhere and share grinding machine for them,
Jesus.
or share bike for them to work with. If you are going to give, you were going to give me bike to do transportation, is it not better you give it to me than allowing me to waste 8 or 6 years in school? At the end of it all, imagine our president will come up to tell us there is no white collar job. You people go to farming, go to this, and our children, our brothers, our sisters, most of them, they are in school. So we're talking about the aspect of education. I'm sorry to say, but that is the truth. Education has no value in our country.
What?
They do not, the leaders, there is no value on it, because if there is a value on education in our country, Nigeria, you will not expect a governor to give a graduate grinding machine after acquiring a BSc. And another thing we need to know, like that protest that was going on, say no to police brutality and all that. You know, it was being hijacked by the government.
Yes.
It was being hijacked.
Yes.
They hijacked it to bring in distraction so that we'll not be able to achieve our aim. So by the time we are not able to achieve our aim, it's as if we didn't do anything. So let's try as much as possible to avoid any form of their distractions. Mind you, if you want to bring in something good, you must have to offend a lot of people. Because so many people are feeding from those mess. So many people are feeding from bad infrastructures. So if you want to bring in good infrastructures, if you want to bring in good system, you must have to offend so many people. That's just the truth. When we are talking about love, love is action.
Exactly. If I can join you, my sister.
That is a woman talking. That is why we have some women.
Let me add to what you just
That's how
said.
we have some women. Oh God. Let
me add to what you just said.
I will always want you in these our programs all the time. At least for gender equity. Yes, Oga Enes, you can go ahead.
Now, one thing we must the first thing we must do, or we should educate all our young ones. What they should do is we will not come out of this mess if there is no light, if there is no water, if there is no good road. Because that is the least three things a government will offer to its population. And then you will not give access. You will not give access to everybody to be on his own and hustle. Now, a community where you don't have light, you don't have water, you don't have road, it's like you have been tied. You cannot do anything. So what the youth we are supposed to be doing now is make sure that we put some pressure on the government, any government that is coming out, to make sure that they provide these amenities, because it will not enhance the youth. Then everybody will not be able to bring out his quality, because the Nigerians are not really lazy youth. But when you don't give them the means to work, they cannot do nothing. You cannot do anything where you don't have energy, where you don't have light and transport. You cannot do nothing. So what they should start doing now, that is the least thing a government can offer to its population. Now, what they should be doing now is look for a way to put pressure on the government. Let us forget about other amenities now. These three amenities are very, very essential and important. Let us pursue this thing. Let us pursue this thing with the government and make sure that the government provide these three things. Then every young man can be creative. If they don't have means of being creative, they are in prison. That is my take on this issue.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Let me add to Madam Queen's own in the area of education. When I'm talking about education, we need education as it may be, but I'm also referring to education of the mind, the ability to think as a human being, education that will enable you to know your rights as a citizen, to demand from government, those who have come to beg for your vote, to demand from them, to demand for good governance, not dividends of democracy. Those are the kind of education we are talking about. Even we need the Western education normally, but those are also ingredients. No type of education now you go to school, go and sit down to be looking for white collar job. The education is what should be able to equip you to develop yourself and your country and your environment. People around you must feel your educational impact as a person. So that is the part of education I'm actually talking about. Thank you.
Yes, Madam Queen just made mention of our leaders not supporting education, and it is true. Probably because some of them did not go to school. Probably. Because if you went to school.
They are not going to support education. These people does not have your interests. They are not going to support education. It is you that will look for your interests. They are after their own interests. Somebody that is not after your own interests, why would they want you to have education?
No way.
So that you come and challenge him tomorrow? No.
Tomorrow.
Because when you're educated, you will challenge him. So they will cut that line of education off.
Man.
I have met some important men in Nigeria here who we were discussing, and they said, look, why will you educate them? You are educating them and there is no job. That is the talk of a foolish person.
Yes.
Yeah, he said, why will you, a politician, a very big politician in our country, he said, why will you educate people? When you educate them, when you cannot offer them job, then why will you educate them? They have more access on the people when they are ignorant.
Well, yes, that is the tool. That is the tool that they are using against them.
So why would they want you to be educated? They are going to collapse all the system of education. They will make sure they all collapse. But you can fight them back when you know what you want, you know who you are, and you educate everybody educating himself. We will not educate our children, or when we know what is going on through the spirit of love, as we are saying now, then you will be able to fight them. So when they are not coming, you know them. Look at one of them, because they all have what we call fruits. You will know them by their fruits.
Yes.
So that's it.
That's the truth.
And when you're not fighting them, we should not go for everything now. Just go for water, light, and road. Anybody, this is what we want. And we should be able to hold our governors, our leaders accountable. Look, we'll tell them, this is what we want. Can you give it to us? The youth must know what they want. We want light, we want water, and we want road. You that is coming out, can you give it to us? So, and you make sure that he will say these things in the media, where he will promise the nation or the state, look, I promise you people, I'm going to give you this thing, and the people will follow him up. This is what we want. Because I know if there is light in that state, I will not be here now. If there is water, if there is road, there are a lot we can do in our place.
There is a lot we can do in Nigeria. A lot. But we are not seeing the lot.
Yes.
Why?
They should not promise us gold, even heads. They should not promise us those things. Let them just give us light, water, and road. We will take off ourselves. We will take care of ourselves. So that is what we should try to educate the youth, that look, this is what we want now, because they must know who they are and what they want. Then and not tell the government that this is what we want. How long are you going to give it to us? How many years is it going to take you to provide it for us? We want it. And create up a system, and you make sure the person in charge, we promise it that I'm going to give it a lasting light, water, and road. Then when those things are being done, then you not increase again. And we need this, we need this, we need it. Even the youth does not even know what they want.
Oh no. We've been hearing that. They always come on air they'll come to the media. Is it not the same media they'll be using to deceive everybody? Is it not the same media they come to make their noise and convince people? Is it not the same media some of our youth now are now using to do more of stomach infrastructure? Is it not the same media people are doing awareness for nothing, for stupidity, and for lot of absurd attitude coming on social media to sell nonsense to our youth? And we call those people role model. If you watch how many people looking at us now, they are not up to 100. Assuming we are opening, maybe Comrade Queen is opening her breast and I'm opening part of my yash, you see viewers. You see viewers.
No, you see, you have to start like this. You have to be educating people like this. With time, it will grow.
Brother,
with time,
we've been
it will grow.
educating. I started educating people. Study centers. We have study centers in the whole of Edo State, 18 local government area. We'll be traveling to local government, from one local government to local government. In Benin alone, almost the study centers in Benin. I go on to almost study centers in Benin to educate people and teach them their rights. The only time they call your bros is when some of them have problem. They have problem with the police or any of the security forces. They call on you. The moment you solve the problem, and you will take one dime from them because you are trying to prove a point. The moment they get that problem solved, they don't believe in you anymore. They go into the world. So you see, some of the problem is us, most of the youth.
Exactly.
They are not patient. They are not ready.
They don't even have interest.
In fact, many of them does not have interest. Interest is one of the biggest thing. Interest. God's power is trying to come in. I don't know what is happening to his. I don't know. Banned from studio. No, kick out. I don't know what's happening to his Davas. Davas not connected. I don't know. God's power will be trying to come in. God's power, I can see you from the background. I don't know why you are not coming. I don't know why you cannot come in. Davas not connected. I don't know why. But I see you, God's power. I can see you from the background that you are trying to connect. So it's a thing that the youth need to wake up. They need to start from now. They need to listen to themselves. They need to stop taking that one naira from people. They need to stop taking that shortcut. Hungry not the kill nobody. If you take from the devil, sorry, the repercussion of the devil you will face. According to the Bible, they give us rules, but we decided to disobey the rules today. That is what we are suffering. And that is what is still happening. The rules are there. We know what is good, we know what is bad, but we always want to take it from the shortcut, which is problem and short-lived. Look at the problem everywhere today. It is as a result of shortcut.
You see,
first of all, let me just praise Buhari for the first time. I heard that he has banned dislodged Abuja disco over inefficiency.
Yes.
I hope
I think that will also apply to other discos.
Yes. If only Buhari. See, me I attack Buhari every time, but when I saw yesterday and today, I saw it yesterday. I didn't want to look at it like anything. I still saw it today that Abuja disco have been banned, have been dislodged. I say what? They need to ban the whole discos. BDC need to be banned. All the discos. They came to rip us dry. They're not providing power. Yes. Yes, it is the truth. It's calling. Let's take this call from Engineer Ken. Hello, Engineer Ken. Good afternoon, Engineer Ken.
My brother, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I greet you, sir.
You know, I didn't know that you were also in the show too.
Okay, yes. I was on while Elvis was on, but I think Elvis is finished now. I'm still on.
Okay.
Oh, network.
Anyway, the thing is this, my brother.
Engineer Ken, you are breaking.
Okay, hold on. Let me leave this building. I'm inside the building, so let me come out.
Okay. Somebody just asked me which disco. Abuja Disco. Abuja Disco has been they collected their license. The one serving Abuja area. Me they pray me they collect Bini. Because the one they serve Bini, they serve Delta, now they serve Odo. I think 3 or before. Okay.
Fire all of them, you know.
Yes, Engineer Ken, go ahead.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, my brother. You guys were talking about our youth. You know, the biggest problem that we have right now in Nigeria is not even the leaders are the problem right now. Is the make it on time of our youth. You see a 17-year-old boy want to drive a GLE. He'll be telling you that I don't do suffer. At the age of 17, you don't do suffer. When suffer, you don't suffer. You know, and their parents will be pushing them to do evil things because they want to make money. My brother, we have to work on these parents because this new generation that are coming, it's going to be too much. You know, forget about the hardship. Forget about the condition that we are passing through in Nigeria or in Africa. But that doesn't make them to become an animal. You know, our youth, some of the parents right now, they are losing that moral responsibility of a parent to a child. You know, our children are involved in criminal stuff. You know, a 17 years old, 18 years old child want to do ritual to get money. You know, so that is no longer. That is no longer. They don't want to learn trade. You know, we're talking about school. You know, they don't want to even go to school. They don't want to learn trade. They don't want to learn business. They don't want to do anything. All they want to do is just sit in their house and have money and carry women. You know, so we have to really, before we start working on our leaders, those are the avenue that our leaders are now using to perpetrate their evil acts through these young men and women. Because their parents are not doing the job of a parent. You know, their parenting background is dead. He's dead. When I was growing up as a young man, if I come home with something that doesn't belong to me, you know, I better die outside than to get home and meet my father. You know, that thing, I will take it back. I have to take it back. You know, if I even bring a textbook that is not mine, my father will say, I didn't buy you this textbook. Where did you get it from? Already I took it from my friend. That man will beat me. You know, till tomorrow, as old as I am, sometimes if I want to do something, I see hear his voice in my head. That fear comes into me because of that nurture and that hard work of a parenting that was given to me by my father. That is what majority of our young fathers are lacking right now to their children. So if we can tackle that, my brothers and sisters on this platform, then the ones for our government will be solved. If we cannot tackle that, this youth will keep us taking 15 naira, 100 naira, 1,000 naira, 1 million naira to still ballot papers for these people. That is just the thing. Sanity has to start in every home. In every home. If we can do that, my brother, if we can hammer or diesel, you see those politicians, they won't have no choice than to fix that country. Because if you bring your millions down to a poor neighborhood, everybody will reject you and your money. They will not take it. They will not take it. In those days when I was growing up, I know a man very well in the 80s. This man was a fertilizer. I know his house. I can give you his address. In the 80s, 1983, 84, this guy built a 6-bedroom, 6-room and a parlor in a land of 100 by 100 in Benin. I know the shoemaker in First Secular that every Saturday our drivers will take our bags and school shoes that get damaged and take it down for him to fix. This man has a house, a shoemaker. He has a house. You know, but none of our youth these days are ready to learn all this trade. None of them. None of them. They want to be like them. They want to be like JC. They want to be like what's his name? They want to be like David Doe. They want to be like Whiskey. You see them shagging their trousers, and their parents are looking at them. Their mother are looking at them, telling them that they're not in a piano. Why are you in that piano? You know, they didn't come back to Goa. Media right now. He didn't go away from Moko. When you go in the barrel, when I didn't feed. When you go in the feed.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
man.
You know, all this shit has to be stopped. You know, government. We know that our government has sold their soul to devil. Even the devil itself is afraid of our government. The devil itself. The devil is soft. They should talk away. I'm one government man. I'm telling you. It is a fact. Any African government that died there, you have fire, you have food. All of the things between all over it. Because everything like I don't buy anything like fire because they so well all the corrupt there. I didn't follow us here.
Manos Nelson Mandela.
I think it's so weird. It's so good. You know, so it's even now on a radio here, Okona, my brother. My setting here, my setting here, what do you want to go with doctor? Or engineer?
Yes.
Or want to go to school?
Yes.
You know, our parents trade for minds to go to school. China, like we are eating with the name now. You know, when I was going to China in the 90s, my brother, you know, my brother, Edo State Airport was better than Chinese National Airport. Take it or you leave it. I'm telling you from what I saw with my teenager eyes. Children were stretching miles to go to work. But you know what the Chinese government did? They bring industrialization to China. They went to Japan and studied. They now put it down to China, make sure that a shit out of every Chinese, you know, has a small scale industry to produce things. You know, I heard my sister saying that they graduate When machine, no ya share, no ya lane, or no free motorbike. Or not get a free motorbike in his sea, or making us someone of battalion winner. I'm telling you, when I am a big clear right now, if you let a big clear, you come and more a block for you, or a big clear, or you pay them about 4,000 plus or 4,000 a day, and you work 6 days a week. In 1 month, how much are you looking at? Calculate it.
No.
Let me know how many thousands are you looking at.
Our Engineer Kes, that what that our sister said is not because of the Ego or Ladia. It's because of the leader, normal be industry na winner. Take care of school. Instead,
We will take it from there. They are winners for now. But the thing is this, in 2023, let everybody sit at home. Don't fuck nobody. I want to care where go out there where just where you get it. Don't vote. Don't vote. Because they'll come here and invite their own president, and tell them what to do and make them to take it up with them. You should not vote. 2023 election, both a state election or federal election, let everyone sit at home. Don't vote nobody. Because if you vote or you don't vote, your vote does not count. Your vote does not count. Because you're tired. So why will you go and waste your time in that hot sun? Why will you leave your home and go and stand for hours because you want to sell out your franchise? Your franchise are already be attacked. So the best is sit at home. No matter where you are, people. No matter for walking like bookie. And the end not a king rally, right? What is it? Don't go, don't vote. Enough is enough. When you have a vote, you're not on the 2023, that over 80% of the Kenyans sit at home, that they did not come to the polling booth to vote, they will start taking away. They will start taking away. And another thing that we have to do right now, we should start attacking this fresh world, these colonial masters. They are the ones corrupting these leaders. They are the ones supporting them to be stealing our wealth, bringing it back to their country. They are the ones. All of them are involved in this kind of mess that is going in Africa. You are borrowing a country money. And you know that this money will not be used. It will not be used for the development that they kept your country to tell you. You will say you know that, but you still give them that money. Why? Why? Why are you treating us like this? That any of the leaders that refuse to come and take your money, he will assassinate that leader.
That word is very strong on social media, assassinating the leader.
The truth has to be said, my brother. My father used to say, at my age, I will still be afraid to tell the truth. God forbid, my brother. I'm not afraid of anybody. I'm in the United States of America. If they are hearing me, let them come to meet me. And I will say anytime, any day, and I will prove them.
Man,
God damn it. I will prove them, my brother. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Africans are dying day by day. Let me tell you something. You see what Germans did to the Jews. Anywhere in the world, that's that thing that the Germans did to the Jews, Any one of them that participates on that incident that I see existing, if any Jewish man should know about it, that person person, they will take that person out. They will make sure they track that person wherever you are to book to come and face it for doing that for the Jews. While we Africans are too scared to talk, while we Africans are too scared to speak, while we Africans are too scared to die.
Oh.
We are. Look at Martin Luther King. He died for the fiction that he believes in God. He says one day, black and white will sit on the same bus. One day, black and white will fuck each other, have kids. Here comes Obama. That black and white produced Obama. That now becomes 2 times president of the United States of America. That dreams of a young man called Martin Luther King. The man is dead now. In a million years from now, his stories will be told. In a million years from now, his story will be heard by anybody. Children yet upon, they will read about that man. I have a dream. What dream do we have, we Africans? What do we have? It's to cleanse our hands for these evil politicians. It's to clap for them, hallelujah for them. Then the Western man will come and deceive us with his color. And these people will loot our wealth back to their country and put in their country. And they will not care them. They will not do them anything. Look at Africa. That is why I love my president Trump, that called Africa a free country. Because that man is a man of real. Does not play no game. He will tell you the way it is. And that is true. That is true. That is true. It is too much. It is too much.
I feel you, Engineer Ken. I feel you. Yes.
We should stop speaking. We should not stop. We should not stop. We should stop speaking. We should not stop. Enough is enough. By the grace of God, as for 2021, we'll start going to their parliaments. We'll start going to their parliaments. You know, I remember about 3-4 years ago, or no, not even 3, about yes, that's about 2 years ago, when Lucky Behavior lost his soul in an accident here in Texas. You know, I was hanging out with some friends when he just came. Some of them were all there, they were, wow. One of them says, I know Lucky very well. I'm going to call you right now. So, my friend, if you pick up your phone and make that damn call, that phone, I'll destroy her. I was like, engineer, why not? I said, I'll break that phone, you Chris. I'm not going to insult you. Because they're not lucky, they don't forget that accident. And during the term for 8 years, how many children died? How many children died for Shoko? How many children died of malaria? How many children died of 001? 001 means no food in the morning, no food in the afternoon, and the food they're going to eat in the evening, that's also water. And if they want to eat Gary, they'll first soak the Gary in the morning. They'll go eat in the evening, so many things rice. There's those children. Are they not kids? Are they not some of these children? You know, so why are you not feeling bad for Lucky's son? Because he's a son of a rich man? My brother, my brother. Tell them the truth. Also, after you ones that says that their friend is truth, not his boyfriend. Now the truth is that, my brother, we have to now take the bull by the horn. If we didn't do it, our children will answer us. We that lives in abroad, we think that it is all good. We are here. We have our children here. By the time you knock 18 years, we will think back, what did I do in my time? What was my difference in Africa? Your children will ask you, Because one day they're going to tell your child, either in his school or in his work, have you been to Africa before? You say you're from Africa, yes. What part Nigeria? Have you been there? Is this not your people? You people don't even have no roads, no light, no water. People suffering. They will laugh at you. And your child will come back here and say, Daddy, this is what my colleague says. This is what my classmates said to me. Is it true? What will you say? What will you say? So, my dear brothers and sisters, yeah, we should stop burning stuff around. If we come together, they can't do nothing. If they come for night, we'll call the blood of Jesus. If they come for day, because the cause of the Lord is angry with them. It's angry with them. You know, we're talking about school. That they don't want to build school. They don't want to do this. You know, they're sending their children abroad. If we should stand in our rights, they will start giving them visa to come to abroad. If the whole Edos, the whole Nigerians that live in the United States alone, not the ones that were born here, the ones that migrated here like you and I, if we should come out there, we are more than a billion. We are more than a billion. If all of us should draw one rope and go to United Nations and go to White House and knock on their doors, my brother, these people will be brought of book. All of them will change their stories. Anyone that is involved in it will be brought of book. If all of us should stand together. When my very good friend in America here called Shawolu, when he said that revolution, it wasn't a revolution of picking corns. It was a revolution of coming together as one body and voice out. And let's start talking. Let's start opening their yash. Let's start doing this. Because it's too much. It's too much.
Ejinake, it's okay. We've had you. Your spirit's too high this evening. Me self, I feel the heat. I just keep quiet. I did try and read comment. A lot of people just say take it easy. Nigeria problem. So somebody said yes. He said Nigeria matter. They give high BP. One say make you take a medicine, make you not go get high BP. It's okay. Viewers, thank you. I think I should be rounding up now. I want to.
Hold on, one minute. You see, that was the thing I'm talking about. That be the problem we will get. I don't want to get high blood pressure because of Nigeria matter. You know, nobody go do one. Nobody go talk put. Nobody go stress myself put. If as I talk and so, you they talk up, A they talk up, B they talk up, Z they talk up. It is anything no get ahead.
Go get ahead if all of us pull hands together. Yes. All of us pull hands together, you will get ahead.
Yes. This one saying not concern me. That one saying not concern me. You know what get ahead? Huh? I know they suffer. My family know they suffer. We're blessed. But you there, you my family. Eh? Looking at them alone, you my family. Eh? I'm a black man. Eh? So, I'm going to make we get that head. So, make we get that head. If that head hits, one get. If that head one gets, we'll solve our country. We'll get the head. Make the country get solved. Make it get solved.
Thank you very much, Ejinake.
Yeah, another thing today. I didn't watch this afternoon, this morning. I will call Elvis. You know, when this man shows the road where Obaseki they do, I was disappointed. I was disappointed. Huh?
Why you disappointed?
Because the road winning they do not they're good. You know they're good, my brother. Now see the same scenario. How you go feel red sand finish if you're going to pour asphalt on top of red sand? How you go take if frame for Peter for 6 months, the whole thing the whole asphalt will falls out. Right? You know, they come out for grand. Don't get damaged. We don't need that. Okay, but I said the phone number, I'm not tell her. And you know they do that thing again. We don't need Kota road, what they do. Give us a concrete road. Concrete. Don't jam us floor for the whole road. Not put Kota on top. Don't jam us floor and put drainage inside all those roads. We get a river. Zemboga did there. Ojo River did there. Uba River did there. Ovia River did there. Okwa did there. What it cause them to do drainage? To channel the whole water. What it cause them? Tell me. Tell me you do drainage for Oka. He did there. Oredo, he did there. All over Benin. You see that moat will run Benin? That moat, my brother, Benin goes vote design a door for us. That moat will run Benin. All you need to do, not to conquer the whole moat. Conquer the moat left and right. Conquer the floor. And make them a drainage system. Make them a drainage system. Then pension. Depends when you food. Let it reach 12 feet high. That barbed wire foot. The barbed wire will go into another 4 feet again. Making it about 16 feet high. Nobody will fit 20 feet past them. All those houses, when they are around there, they won't any of them. Any garbage where they sit for inside our moat. If our 4 houses away from them will be held responsible, they will be arrested and go to 6 months imprisonment with hard labor. You see how it's more like that. But can't nobody talk like the same for Benin. When God used our forefathers, they create all those moats around Benin. And to make sure say all these problems not will happen. Now what did they see? They see about 200 years ago, they do all those things. But because of greed, Mubaga age, now living one want to get all this one. At the end, you will die, live out. At the end, you will die, live out. And see our brother now, blessed memory. Tell me, if that man was a billionaire in dollars, tell me how many dollars they put for his grave? And how many dollars they put for his grave? So all those billionaires, all those politicians, they start to think twice. Because the time is coming that the kind of revolution will enter Nigeria, it will be against them. They don't feel wrong anymore. If they run, go airport, people in the airport will see them. If they run, they come and go, we will there, we will hold them. Now, so what you want to happen because they never know right now. When they start to hear us now, when they hear all those babalawo, all those certain pastors that they meet, they don't want to save them anymore. All those ones will see them wrong. The thing is very painful.
Thank you very much.
Don't say I hate it, my brother. If I did not come, let me come. But the person will be the solution to all these problems. Enough is enough.
I agree to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, engineer. No, you don't take my time. All now for the best. All now for how we go to move forward. You just said something very important. You said something about the road. How you at least you be engineer, but they're not going to listen. They're not going to listen. Instead, they go give the contract to one of their cousins. Make it just go poor quota, poor grader, poor quota, collect money. They'll still get their kickback. Then we gonna say yes, they don't do the road. We're gonna say yes, he has done our road. I will never see this guy governor before. Road, my money, our money go say, I did this. You no, you're not gonna, you're not gonna. Oh God.
Why not do something for Zabini? You know, we get our own son now. When it comes from a door, they see rubbish when it do. You know, if now one road you do for Benin,
Engineer Ken, somebody just want to contribute. No, give chance to somebody else. I get one call now before I go close round up. Thank you very much. Thank you. Yes. Yes, go ahead. Tell us where you're calling from. Oh, we don't lose that one though. Another person call again. Okay. Yes, please tell us your name and where you're calling from and go ahead with your contribution.
Yeah, good evening. It's Mr. Alice.
Okay, Alice! Good to have you.
What's up?
I'm good, bro. Good to have you, bro.
Thank you for the good work.
Thank
God
you very
bless
much.
you guys, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I've been listening to the program. Man, you guys are great. The platform is great. The guy that formed the platform, may God bless you guys.
Yes, we are just doing our quota.
You know, before it used to be ITV, NTA, ABS, they would just edit anything. Their tax masters ask them to edit and show to the public. But nowadays, technology is shaking everywhere.
Yes.
Internet is shaking everywhere. So if this is the only way, I'm even guessing, I'm even hypothesizing that the revolution has already started from the social media. So, like the Bible will say, that has ear, let him hear. That's to the politicians. So, talking about the youth, let me focus on the topic that I'm seeing on the screen. You know, for me, yeah, in as much as I agree a little bit with what Engineer Ken said about parenting and values,
yes.
Parents, you must realize, like last 20 years, last 25 years, a lot of children have been born in broken homes, like broken marriages. Some of these young people grew up with their grandfather, grandmother, uncle, auntie, so you can't really take care of someone else's child like your child. But that's one problem there. So I will a little bit, I won't blame the parents so much. There are challenges in the country. It still boils down to the government.
Alice,
abroad.
Alice.
Yes.
Yes, you just said something that caught my interest. You just told us about parenting that you won't blame them much. Alice, I want to remind you then that even when we're growing up as little children, it wasn't really only our parents that we learned from. Everybody was learning from all parents around you. Children were being brought up not just by your father and your mother. Your neighbor sees you doing something wrong, he calls your attention before even letting your father know. So you need to blame our parents. Parents not only one's biological father or mother. It is even nowadays that we are trying to streamline things. Those days you can be walking on the street, you are doing something wrong, you see somebody's mother and father that you don't know, call you and take care of you for doing that thing. And that is the truth. You see people, community training. He gave it.
Yes, a child is taken care of by a full village. I know that saying.
Yeah, so why won't we blame our parents? Because we didn't have it then. We never had it then, but we still had values. We never had it. There was no money, but we had values. You pick something on the floor. Sometimes you see things on the floor. That's why I like all this ojuju sometimes. You will not take it. Or well, yeah. Go ahead.
But can I tell you something? Can I draw attention to one line?
Yes.
Those days, 20 naira can still make a pot of soup, and 100 naira can do a lot. Currency difference with dollar was low. Our parents were caught up trying to fend for the family. Some stay in the market morning to night.
Yes.
Because of the failure of government to provide places of job or to improve the living standard or the take-home packages of work. I remember those days, if somebody gained admission into a university, everybody throw party that your son has entered school and passed JAMB in the 80s, early 90s. You'll be happy that there's hope. Companies will line up at the gate of a university to pick the best students or even average students, or those that are going for youth service, they pick them. Come after this, meet me in this company. You see managers parked at the front of school gates during graduation ceremony. Those things have all been killed by your leaders. So the leaders heaped burdens on the parents who, in trying to fend, pay us rent, look for feeding money for these children, they left their duties. For example, in Western world, sometimes in some countries, there are welfare packages that support families. Gaddafi was doing it. This year government failed. The burden was too much on the parents.
Yes, Israel. Somebody else is trying to call. Maybe you call back. Let's hear from somebody else.
Okay.
This person have been trying. Yes, okay.
Just 1 minute, please.
Okay. If you are the caller, please just hold on.
Okay. For me, it boils down to the failure of our leaders who build their own family. Leave our own parents to suffer the burden of hardship, lack of basic amenities. You have to provide money for school, for fuel, for everything you do in this country. It's enough for a parent to forget their duties. I don't totally blame them. It's 50-50. The government is responsible for half of it, and our parents have. Our parents not so much because they have a lot. The system is bad.
All right.
For parenting and
thank you very much.
Family bring.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yes. Let me take this last caller because this person has been tried. Okay. I think this person's network is also a problem because this is the second time. Okay. This is the second time I picked somebody else just. Hello. Okay, hello. Okay, now I can get you. Please tell us your name and where you're coming from. The thing went off again. I think this person's network is giving this person problem. Yes, I have another caller. Yes.
Oh, it's Akim.
Oh, Akim, I know this is you. I saw it.
Yeah, sorry, brother. Thanks for the show, man. I really appreciate your effort, man.
Thank you very much.
You know what my contribution is this year. We already know that we are in problem. Okay, we know that. So I would like us to this crying. Let's stop crying. Let's start looking for solutions. Okay, for me, I think that is where we are right now. That's where we should be heading towards solutions. What do we do now, and how do we mobilize? How do we organize to get our country out of this quagmire, out of this trouble that we are right now? You see, because you can't. All the calls are coming. Oh, this one is no good. That one is no. We know it's no good. Everybody know that those things are bad. We all know the country is in trouble. Is in trouble.
Okay. Okay. If you see my topic, the topic matter, I say how do we change the mindset of our present youth? And that's what brought up this. This is how they've been behaving, and so many still don't want to change. If you watch, what brought up this topic was before now. Maybe you didn't follow the video I played before from the North supporting 2023 Tinubu, Asewaju, whatever his name is. I don't want to know. In the next presidential election, and somebody from Edo State, Emmanuel Agbegu, let me call his name again. Yesterday came up to say he's supporting such a man and give no reason. All his reason was he has been killing people. He has had boys. He has he know he's going to win because he has the political might, power. So that's why I took this topic. Now the topic is And everybody says it's going to take us a very long way because the youth of today, they are not ready to learn. How many people is really ready to stand in front and say yes? The few ones, the few corrupt ones are there looking for how to get into the system, get a link to get into the system and eat more money. Why? Many are running away because they don't want to die. How do we get it right? How do we get it right? Now, what do? We will keep saying, we'll be talking, we are still talking, we are telling ourselves the truth, we should stop collecting money, we should learn to do the right thing. But the issue now is a lot of people are still saying hunger will not let a lot of people do the right thing. Has there been time when we are not hungry? Hungry will not teach you, hunger will not tell you not to be doing the right thing because it's the wrong thing that is giving us more hunger, keeping us in chain.
My brother, that is not 100% correct. You know, it has been proven recently through those state governorship election and the Anambra governorship election. People were giving money and they refused the money. So this can be done. But the thing is, it has to be strategic.
That is what we are saying. We have the youth have to, and people, not only the youth, people need to be ready to make sacrifice. No freedom cometh free. Freedom cometh by struggle. You must, the opportunity cost for you to get good governors is for you to shun every diverse of the wrong government. Whatever propaganda, whatever style they are coming, reject them. Reject them. Forget this, their food, forget their money. Because the money, we don't see it. We've given them the opportunity. They have kept putting us in chains. So this is the solution. And that is what we are saying. We cannot give solution without blaming, saying what has happened before. Okay, I just have little time. One person I've been trying to call me since. And each time I pick, the thing goes off. And the person is still calling. I just hope the next call, once it comes now, I will take it. Okay, this person just called. Please let me take this call now and see if this person I've been trying seriously. Hello. Yes, I get you now. Hello. Good evening. Thank you. Finally, I think this is going to be the last call. I've been waiting. Yes, I know.
Okay, sir, you see, the topic is a very nice one. But one thing we don't understand is that our leaders never knew that it takes time to build a nation. It takes time to build a country. That is why if they have knew from the very beginning, they would have been putting things right. Now the thing has been so scattered everything. Even then they said they are confused. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, even the leader, the Nigerian leader, the governor, the minister, all of them, they are confused. They don't know what to do because they never knew that it's going to happen this way. So now, the topic is that how are we going to change the mindset of the youth?
Yes.
To start with, there is no way we can change the mindset of the youth. We that are in diaspora have to first of all believe ourselves, change our mindset. Like somebody like you, like Mr. Elvis, you understand me? Now, if we are able to change, we that are in diaspora, we are able to change our mindset and stand for the truth, then they can now see the footprint from our lifestyle. They will now begin to copy what we are doing. And
okay.
It cannot be generalized in Nigeria.
Excuse
we can
me.
do it in our state.
My brother,
because
it is not.
Nigeria is a very big place.
My brother, let me quickly come to you. Yes, it is not about the people in diaspora. The people in diaspora, they are just out of the percentage of Nigerians. The people in diaspora cannot really. They are not in government. They are doing their personal things. We are talking about, yes, the people in diaspora cannot change the mind of the youth. The mind of the youth, first of all, let me first of all come to you. The mind of the youth, because it is not the people in diaspora that are teaching in schools. It is not the people in diaspora that are parents of the youth. It is not the people in diaspora that are handling the contracts, that are embezzling money. It's not the people in diaspora that is collecting the budget. So the people in diaspora can only just contribute their voice by talking. They have nothing really by talking, because even how many people are in diaspora that are really talking, saying the truth?
It means you haven't got my point. Listen. You know, this thing is going to take time. When if we that are in diaspora are able, I have told us often and often that if, for instance, now with the Nigerian Watch family, we are 3,000, then we can begin to launch a campaign on how we can change the narrative. We have to build a system that we cannot, people from here cannot go into government, because that is the only way we can change. If somebody like you go into government, you know what to do. You understand me? Because it's going to take time. The way we are expecting this thing to not happen magically, it's not going to be possible.
Let me tell you something. There's something. Let me also tell you something. Someone like me cannot go into government. You know why?
Okay.
For a very long time, I never believed in this political, because of the terrain. We must first of all, before you say you want to change, you must be the change yourself. We must first of all see how we can educate this campaign, door-to-door campaign, this talking to people to understand. You keep talking to people, because if you go there, let me just make an analogy. You have lions everywhere. You will be goat where they eat leaf. You never drink blood. You want go join lion, enter the den of lion. You end up begin chop meat by force.
Okay.
You go either begin follow the chop that meat. You don't be lion before, you be goat. Then you go find only you go find yourself there without support. Lie. Either they eat you as meat, or you join them, they eat the meat, they say you don't be lion. My brother, the truth is not the few, the Nigerians, everybody, papa, mama, children, let's start to do it right. But we put body for governance. You see the problem. I'll tell you what I think. I feel because Nigerians, they know they put eye for governance. The office say once anybody go there, he go thief. They go farm. They fit get food from farm. This one people go sell pure water. You go bring money, go manage it. We survive anyhow. In that country, we say that everything they put eye for governance, and that money they didn't survive. And that key for don't happen for Nigeria. For not kill ourselves. In fact, leaders will not change. Because Nigerians don't they put body for, they just believe say anybody enter power na Ojino or Arigo. If you don't vote thief, they will make you thief. Say when you be local government chairman or chairman, they don't fear boy. Where it boy.
When the thing for square, all this thing lies on government, because in this place where we are, in this Western world where we are,
okay,
I live in UK.
You don't see change out to government now. You be the same, the few people as diaspora. You don't see change out to government. See, my brother.
When they talk, listen, you never get me.
I go get you. I go get you.
It lies on government. You know, they talk about children not the year word again. Now, any children here, when they say you never finish secondary school, he cannot stay at home. Government go collect that picking from the parents. You understand me? So it is obligatory that you must finish your secondary school before you decide any other thing where you go do. But for Nigeria, it's not there like that.
My brother, it's there like that before. When me tell they go school that time, government not they take you from your parents. But you know go feel, wait at the call. I want to tell you, say, before now, Nigeria better pass on developed country. Now we don't feel handle and maintain what we get. After all, you just wait. When I they grow up, you wear school uniform during school hour waka. It's either you see yourself a police station, or one government person go just see you, carry you go meet your principal. You see, when they grow up, make I tell you something. Me, my papa, mama, me don't agree me they come school one day. Hey, see, when would they grow up? Once it is 8 o'clock, you never enter school, your school gate don't lock. And for you to walk out, go house, which house you want to go, my brother? Which house? How? Which house? Talk now. How you want to talk? Say how you want to talk? Say you come up for house. You come up for house. You don't quit school. See, when they talk of lack of government complexity, commissioner of police, commissioner of education, not the sit down for office. That will get inspector. Their job now just inspection. That committee, every day they must go to different school, not be only to check students, and to check teachers, whether they teach well, whether the students, they not be only for students, now for both teachers and students. I want to tell you how we take go school. Now the same school, the same Nigeria will talk so. So where we get it wrong? So if the people don't continue to go back to the drawing board and say, no, this is the way we see so, not be the best way we live our life. Community effort, they don't condemn them. You know, they work again. Those that are community, now they see, now sell from community, now you go come. Just like political background, where you go say you did ward, from ward, you go come day council, from council, you come they go government. That's how it be. If the community from background now will not start to structure ourselves, now die with they go. If they condemn, they spoil, they go. Not people, you don't just concern people in diaspora. Those days, you go UK, go school or go America. The day you write your final exam, you they carry your portfolio. You know they carry anything follow body. Your portfolio. That day they feel, you know the way they break. You they roll back to Nigeria. You don't want to stay.
Okay, sir. now you said okay now that how are we going to be teaching them now and letting them concerning how to change their mindset when we are not there.
Not be we, not only we.
Okay.
Because if you say we they represent our country. Some of us they represent our good, while many they give bad name to our country. E.g., most boys in the diaspora go see what they do. More don't go where the women dey. Because if you don't feel do what you don't know. You the same make we talk about changes. Now who come diaspora now? Where they go street, go they do nonsense. They want change what they in Nigeria. When Nigeria people they will say they want join what sister they do. Bros now, take am easy. If you mention diaspora, Nigeria not go where. For the many people where they diaspora, they're not even living up to expectation. They're not giving good examples. I will tell you that.
That's true.
So don't just go diaspora. If you go diaspora, you don't condemn the country. You condemn Nigeria, finish. Now the boys are the guests. I've been not waiting. Just don't go there. When we see they come here, many they into drugs. Like people, I mean, leave this matter now. The boys, they say money. They know who they think of how to upgrade their level. You see somewhere that they talk self, you don't know how they be. From what they talk, you don't say nothing in their head. They just feel say that's what our freedom. That's what be freedom. Can't scatter many Nigerians. Can't spoil many of us. We enter diaspora. So not be diaspora. Not put diaspora. You go say for the
we start this campaign now.
Yes, this campaign. Now for us,
this movement.
bros, as you they talk so, you know waiting good. Make we not because of say na money. More not say now because of say waiting one build 3-story building. The 3-story building not they follow you go grave. The 3-story building where you will build self. Sometimes you not go stay. Family now go drag them from you. Even your children when you will born for the diaspora self, they not go stay that house. Nothing. Now house where no good light, no nothing. Which house? You they struggle to go build the house. Which house you want to go build? Who want to stay the house? Now your family. They go kill you to collect the house. So what are we talking about? Bro, leave that matter now. We just spoil wetin dey happen so because we don't make many of them lazy. They no wan work. Then they can sister no webo. They don't know wetin sister take dey get money. They can brother no real webo. They don't know the wetin brother they pass through. Then to one be like. So don't just go diaspora, bros. Let's tell ourselves the truth. Truth, not the spoil things. They hard, but now the truth be that. If you like, people are not the fear face. Now the truth that me they tell you, not concern me. Nobody they feed me.
No, what is the talk that the very truth? Because
the
everybody
truth,
cannot be
the
good.
truth. Now you leave diaspora. Diaspora condemn so many things because how many people would get the head? Who get head for the diaspora?
Okay.
Who'd get the head?
Now, because your topic is how are we going to change the
Bros,
mindset of
that's
the people?
why I wait for contribution and I tell you, say, bros, the only way we can do that now to keep. See, truth. Tell each other truth, not spoil things. Not support bad things. Many of us come this social media. Would they teach? Would they give bad advice? Some of us come because we want to get influence to government, so we will begin praise them. They talk about them. We know we tell them the truth. Yes, because we feel say tomorrow they go say yes, that person good. Come follow me, chop money. Make we kill that mind. Money, in fact, now the money, now they kill us. They go so. The money. My brother, I have told you the best way, because I'll go one round up now, don't spend too much time. The best way now to continue to make sure so we do the right thing they want. Begin tell everybody where you know. If you get waiting to offer, because not everybody get waiting to offer. Many of us just there. If you see them, they talk alone, you go want keep quiet, you want come off where they do, because waiting that they talk now, waiting they know. You know if you talk waiting, you don't know. Begin to tell people the hard way. Nothing they come free. Not that we take on the hard way. We go sufferable. But let's take it the hard way. We will get results. Before you harvest, you go very clear. Go be maybe in a forest. You go clear. Come till ground. You come plant. You go come the pour water, rain go fall. Before you go grow. Not be all go still good, you go harvest. My brother, we must do it the hard way. And the hard way not pass, eh? Make we face the truth. No go collect money from politician. Say na politician you want vote for, or you want vote for one man where you know say na thief. No collect. We get voters card. Make we not collect money.
Nigerians must collect.
That is why you go continue to. If everybody begin to talk, if you see what will they suffer today now? What will they suffer today now due to this collection? Now, my brother, if you don't see your brother, not just your brother na thief, no hide down. Because he go say thief you tomorrow. If you don't see your brother, no they do when a killer, no hide down. Because he go kill who if not be him, your friend will mistakenly kill your friend. Or one day they go.
So before you go, because you know why I believe say we that are in the diaspora have at least 90% role to play. If you look at the 2019 election, it is we that are in the diaspora that put Governor Obaseki there. You understand?
No, I don't believe so that we did diaspora. I'm not saying that people within diaspora put Governor Obaseki there. No.
I'm telling you.
See, make I tell you what happened. Make we not make mistake. I don't say most diaspora say yes. Just the way the diaspora they say yes, they want making come back. Now the circumstances where it take up, you know, if I come government with clean hand. Now backyard if it enter government. If we they talk, hold on, whether na first turn or as it take come government, now backyard before they enter. There's still an enter give them power. The power give them now. As the power give them, he can see how they switch. You know, be one turn or he go do. He can see how they switch, they blow. Then who thief and come? Who thief and come they tell and say, bros, we go to thief this thing together. You know, so that may bring you. You go give me maybe 60%, you go take 40%. Since he said go, why? Then I say I'm for waiting. Why? Why am I gonna give you all the money you thief? You never do. You maybe see call the. I mean, a governor now. I get power now. I don't go agree. So because of who bring and come in maths, all waiting don't fair talk. Now they use against them. Everybody call they hate that one. Obaseki got sympathy vote Everybody call say, no, this one not they talk. This one not they talk. That one insults both voters. Say they give Bini corn. He give corn to fowl, he go chop. Then the person when you call thief, when you condemn with his mouth, now he said constantly go bring. Who you don't tell everybody say that thief. You constantly bring him. Because they say he made mistake. How you want to work? So Obaseki got sympathy votes. People can just say, no, this person, so when you don't first say that thief. Okay, now, what we call spade. Not the same PDP where the thief say that time, not being the governor of this one. Where he said call thief that time. So, my brother, I'm going to take amazing now. I'm going to take amazing. So the truth is just this. Just like we did in Nigeria, get people down where people say they will never take anything from you. So many for diaspora. I don't say so many because I know countries where people they try to do hard work. They want to go school because language is a barrier. Who don't go school for Nigeria first, or come here say you don't be doctor there. If you talk of country like UK, Canada, US, you see Nigerians they do very well. They go school because the system they encourage you to go school. Because of language barrier, some of all them who are in Europe, they don't come figure that time, can't let that language, can't use that they go. They don't get that time and the money.
Yeah.
So we know what in day. We know what in day. Most of go US and Canada now you see Nigerians, they are hard working. Now they be doctors, they be this, nurse, then they go school and then they make the money. Yeah, they go school, they make the money. So many. So
you believe say now, say this thing go fit change without the people here, no come inside government. You sure say it go fit change?
Now, this is what we are saying. If you listen for what me I talk, I say make everybody try to involve for government. How you say they involve for government? You go begin ask your government question. You go begin ask for accountability. You go begin because now your money, they don't get knowledge. People don't know their rights. Even common police don't go fear embarrass you because you go put out for where you belong. Because people don't know their right, they're going to take. See, I deal with so many people that they go call area way, Nigeria. What are you talking about? What the bullshit is that? Huh? You don't go feel walk area way. You don't bad diaspora. Diaspora not give you sense, bro. That's why I not teach you nothing. If you don't fair know, you don't go know. Area way. That's what they do. What make you think say that's what they do? That's what they do. That would take the way with this one.
Because everything they call grow meat.
That is the issue. No, not what they grow meat. How meat they grow? Not the same society I grow. You must see, my brother. Now, personality. You as a person must decide. Now, personal decision. Bible say to go heaven. Now, personal. They say that to not be your pastor go make you go heaven. Salvation is personal, bros.
Yeah.
If all of us take to repair those states personal, we go begin do the right thing. Don't say that my brother be this thief. Make you clap and follow because na my brother. Just the way, sorry, sir, they want to use the notes because I go always make example. Just the way the northern brothers they do themselves, they are killing us. If you watch all the position of them, they're my brother. Even if they don't say do wrong, yes, now my brother. He's killing us.
Yes.
He's killing us. So we must try from now to make sure, say, if your brother don't do the right thing, you go tell us, say, this thing not good, though. No carry enter and say, yes, okay, man, nothing should happen to you. I won't be this. No.
Yes. You know why I talk this thing?
Why is the talker?
I get two friends for my working place.
Yeah.
One is about 3 years. Now he enter UK here. The other one is about 2 years. You understand me?
Yes.
Because if I see their mindset, the way they take the reason, when we they do against the kind of thing where they do for Nigeria, the government they do, you understand? So if I consider the way where they talk for the matter, where they tell partially they support all those kind of things. So the thing will come imagine me say, so that's all the whole of them come be for Nigeria. You understand me? Because their system or their thinking or their contribution It's different totally from we were already there for years. We couldn't imagine. Me and the other guy say, how why not take it be like this? You understand me? He go say, now so the system be now. Now so the system be now. And that kind of thing, you don't go tired.
No, you don't go tired. See, I spent more than like 40 years for Benin. More than 40 years. I always tell what I spent for Benin. You don't go tell me, say, because I grew for Benin, I don't know the system. Me, I know the no man, any policeman for Benin Tosin, I may give him this money. Even right from secondary school. I want to tell you something. Make any policeman. My father was a soldier. And most of my they are into big posts for police. So I know the rules. I don't follow them, but I know the rules that if I don't say you are not supposed to give, you will they give and you will they take. The law say now that same thing hold 12 now. So you want to intimidate me? They arrest me for one matter. One my landlord there for he was in Germany. Germany, yes, Germany. My meter for my flat burn because I take the house like my house. Even if the borehole burn, I don't call landlord. I fix it myself because I enjoy everything like say na my house. I carry the meter go give somebody go repair. NEPA man, the NEPA man carries meter. He sell am. Me no know at the mumu. If I call, I will say they do am, they never do am. My landlord come and tell and say, he he actually tried to burn. Yes, you see the mark of fire. I call your own electrician. That one, the money where you talk or you don't feel I say, call your electrician. Me, I don't talk the matter story. Where you come, see me, I provide that meter. I can't go to find this guy. This guy can't they do me like, you know what the landlord do? You can't write petition. He tell me say write petition to area command. I say me right. I don't thief your meter and I help, but I help. My brother, he write the petition. He tell me say they say they go arrest me. I say, Oga, now help I be they help you. Me no say me not do bad thing. See your borehole, see your machine. Now me fix. I tell you, may pay me. Now new machine I buy everything. Come see you. I mean, help. I want help because I take her like my house. Do you know I was actually arrested? And they arrest me before they call me and my friend they arrest. When they say me they bring money to pay, I say I know they pay. Everywhere they don't arrest me for Benin, make them find out. If they collect money from my hand, kobo. I say I know they pay. Make they leave me for sale. I don't pay. Hey, they will go do this, you go. Threaten me. Me the fear. Not be the Oko me one go. Not be the Oko me one go. So my brother, if you don't see your hand clean, I see no reason why you go to do the wrong thing. If policemen when they Benin, they look my face, they know me. Call me, say they arrest you or they say me they bring 200. When they recover money, 200, 300, 1 million. When you don't pay people, you will go collect them back. If I say make a baby,
you get people
bro,
for police and
I don't get any person for police also that I be activist and those civil society.
That was still there, your position still matter because
Gross.
you know your rights.
When I say I be activist, how many activists? What it be name? Manuel Bogono be called. Wait, bros. Now the mindset, just hold on. Now the what you want give. Now what you want change. The other time, you see somebody tell me, say, it cost me and I say me we get good beer, and they follow. Inside the activists, now I think get problem come back out. No matter they don't beat me.
Okay.
We government, don't be say personally, you say a personal problem. We would they fight government. People always say they talk rubbish here. When they go sign government, they'll collect money. They'll come as group, come meet us. They will beat us, scatter our mouth to collect phone. But that don't say make we stop. We continue to say, yes, we need these changes, we need this change. This is what we are talking about. You go suffer. Government go call me they bribe you, you know go collect.
Hey, bro, may I quickly talk this one. See, every one of the way they come that Friday platform.
Yes.
You, the other left is your colleagues.
I'm also.
the other guy where they Alice, where they Nigeria.
Yeah.
They and Israel. All of the way when I think they hit the knee, you understand? Now they hit the head direct. You understand me?
Bro,
So
we know they hit the head because say we like to talk. The thing they pain us. Now the truth we they want make it happen.
I know. Because if you see somebody like Israel, Israel for a man, now make they don't change a tire every the way they that political party. Make that one not exist again.
Bros,
Make them form
it no go fit happen.
party.
It no go fit happen overnight. Now this sensation. Now see the way me take they talk to you now. How wish now so you get the same mind and everybody get the same mind when they talk to people, they see the power behind no fear. Not we all go die someday. If you like, you kill me today. You said you die tomorrow. You go die tomorrow. You see, you don't go understand. Police just carry gun put for my head, say they go kill me. I mean the one drive there for work. Not be one, not be three. They don't crack gun for me. So they don't shoot me. I dey come from Lagos like this, only me for night. They carry gun. He fire the car, and I carry. I park, oga, wait here, just make I greet you. Before I begin make call, they're full. They begin beg. I say, this man want you assassinate me. But does that stop me?
You just go to show what he's doing now.
No, don't go there. Everybody get out there. Why government? If you give government, me can tell you how government will work. If you give government opportunity, you collect money from them any day. If they want to deal with you, they'll deal with you. They're not going to tell people why they deal with you. Not just collect, not collect from them. Not support anyone collecting job of other one.
Okay, sir. Okay, now there is one caller that called. He talked about I think one of your colleagues there. He talked about light, road, and water. Those three things. He said is the major thing that we need in, let me say, in Edo State.
My brother.
That we help the economic of Edo State.
Not Edo State. Not Edo State. You say that the major thing we Nigeria need. Also on primary basic amenities. Now necessity for life.
Sir, the way it is now, everybody go repair his state because if Nigeria don't scatter finish.
You know why not hold on. It not go fit happen like that. Make everybody pay a state because they answerable to federal government. Now federal government the power they come from. Not be saying me not get right to repair my state because the federal government they release money. Because the federal government serve the thief. If the state the thief, they don't want to talk. Normally, in a responsible federal government, all the money that they bring, they will make sure say how you work out for your state, they want to. But they don't give you now, you're in charge of your state. You serve no federal government the thief. You serve can't thief. Now so it be now. Now so it be now. If we
how can we pressurize the government to make sure say they give us all these things?
If we want pressurize them, the government how many people, bros? Me and you the government. How many people be government?
Now everybody.
No, me and you be government. Inside 100 we represent. No, inside over 1,000, even pass. Inside like 20,000, we pick one person represent. Now the person will give represent us. Call the now be our slave, our messenger. Now can't turn around because we all give an opportunity. Say this our money will they keep. Maybe you don't understand. If we begin talking about the go reach 4 hours, what you will get with government and social contract, just like we get with police. Me, I want to go farm. Bros, me, I want to go farm. You want to go your fish or what you do. Then we'll call left is Amosa. Maybe probably you strong, Oga. Anytime we'll go walk, before we'll come back, the next village people don't come thief our goats, our farm, our yam. So we don't feel because of this one. Make few of una select few people. More than not farm. Una walk. More than just they guide us. Our house, our everything. Then anything we una want, we will be provider. Who get yam go give you. Who go fish go give you. Who kill meat go give you. You don't go lack anything.
No.
That are your work. That be government. We they give them, then that comes feel say they call the two eat, they call the it's like who will be their oga. They can't make us look like servant. Okay, I'll make an example. I think inside this year, somebody slapping Emmanuel Macron, the president of France. You hear say the shooter die.
No.
Good. For abroad where you dey, how the the leaders still respect common mad person, citizen, even goat, fowl.
Even animals, they respect them like any other thing.
Now then you go know say we they call ourselves we get sense, we not get sense. How many there be? We don't demand for accountability. We don't ask them to show us report card. What you will say we do, not the door, I am go. We can't say our own be this. If you can't build one house for community, give us like call us, kick out, some more chop, more take cow. When they say, hey, our own be this, our own be this. So we do, we're ready to hide them. They will forget our wrong. Bros, it is 3 hours. I never stay 3 hours like this. I say that 1 hour, 30 minutes I go spend. If we continue today, it don't go finish. Now every day we will talk. So I thank yes. Yes, people with the diaspora, they are doing, if not the diaspora people, maybe as you put pot of soup for fire, you know go meet them again. Or probably because of that, you don't vex, carry stone, everybody will come out for street. Because as you give them food, they don't know say hard. Yes. That's what I saw. Now two way for go. We for the thief ourselves, then later we say go get sense, who the thief us, not safe. The fair no say they're not safe. That's why they carry siren, police, everything, follow body, fence their house. That's why the fair no buy big jeeps, give us bad road, buy big jeep with of flip pass the road, no get small motor or bicycle. For our money, oh. So the contribution where you get not pass now, just the way me said they follow talk now. To give knowledge, to open people eye, to say this thing not good, more do like this, more do like this, make everybody get sense. We don't tire. If you now work, you want your learn the work. People don't want to learn work again because Yahoo they pay. But we go learn. Now let Yahoo. Boys will not do Yahoo now. We can't be courteous. They collect money from people how because they beat them to death if you did not give you. If you don't give me, you don't go work. You go collect from somebody. Dispossess them. They chop. You don't get work. You don't go school. You don't get farm. You don't learn work. But you get money. You still a shortcut. And such people say they come back when they hate them. What are we saying? We must go back to drawing board. See, for the abroad when you do so, bros, you get any, they are useless citizen. We will call it useless citizen. We know those we go school, we don't get one particular thing where they learn, where they know they put. What did they call no you put? You get where they give certificate for or certificate for the other one. They know you put. Yes. Bros, that is why I say ego, we must continue. What did Emmanuel Agbogin do? He dey fight for a pocket. He just want make Tinubu notice am. Either Tinubu na send am, or that one go notice and go pick am, go say na man be this. He go fit help me. Or you sef carry gun go shoot in name of Tinubu. They go carry you, give you big contract. Even if you go school, not go school. They kill people. They destroy poor men and innocent people. People they run for you. Then you go to build mansion. Then some of us, some of the new youth when they grow, come they see example, they want to be like you. Bad influence. Now then we forget our wrong. Emmanuel go down, they find a level, how he go take chop. Somebody cost me for Facebook when I write one time. about Obaseki. Say, he supposed to do this. He not go do somebody from America. I not go make sure the woman name. He called me, so that me not see about Obaze. As they come out, they talk, they do. Where they for no, why me not see come out on social media and laugh at? I say, how about? I make sure the name, I say, how about? I shake it. I say, we will continue to get her wrong. Where they are about Obaze today now? The government never throw well. He was working for government. People they praise him. No, people they praise. You see the mentality what they talk about. What will not go get? What is not going to go wrong? When the few youth will go fit talk, they talk the wrong thing, and many they follow them. Many they call social media, call they make noise. You don't still know the mumu. Many mumu, that many pass. They follow them. Sorry, I use the word. That's the truth. I don't owe anybody apology. After they try, I go try to talk to the woman softly. He cost me now a block. He cost me now a block me. I can't laugh. But today, if I say I fit, how it be today now? How it be? How the market? See, nothing bad they last forever. I did tell you. And the same bad now would they imitate. The same bad now would they praise. The same bad now many. It they pain me. It they pain me. It go pain. I say you go to fight for person like this. You go to fight for person like the person from your back. Go do what you say me not do. You say na so area no area work. Bros, make we continue. Bros, make we continue. I don't want to talk too much now. Thank God say you call, and I know say this is your card. They see him. Now you can't even take my time pass. You can suppose don't round up. Now make we be all no try to go learn sense. Make we get who not get sense. You know go fit teach sense. What you don't know, you know go fit teach them. Make we try to don't forget Bele. Nobody they die. Don't forget Bele. Nobody they die. More try to talk to people. Make they know the right thing to do. This place so they follow so. Now small with the see so very soon. Without government not going to touch on many of our boys, they will begin mad on street. The way that they take drugs. Not be those ones where don't do blood money or where they go native doctor every day, they share blood. We'll leave those ones. Now be the reality now. And all this thing gets we want right the biggest car. See abroad where you did. You put my way get money, get rob. You see they ride the bicycle. You see get one old car. Whether your new Jeep go, then you go see ride your go. Make we get sense.
The things go be called to them.
We go begin
this as you know they talk as
with my goat beer, according to what it be his name. I don't know his name. With my goat beer, I be free man and I did very, very happy. With my goat beer, I go take short liquor, enter government house. You will carry motor, you go to gate. With my goat beer, we go call government house. Pass back. Yeah, push people. All that one, all the year word do. I know all day. With my goat beer. Not until you get to begin behave like goats, the same goat beer. Not be the beer be the thing. Now you.
With all this truth where you they talk, so this all this awareness. That people see the cost you.
Why they not go cost me? They not kill Jesus Christ before. Who kill Jesus? Not be me or you. But that not say make we not still do the right thing. Just like my uncle Ernest talk. He said we don't miss him. He said until we begin show love, do the right thing. He said we don't activate the wrong thing. And not only we activate, see, the Bible, I know what else I be Christian. I know whether I be pagan or I don't know, whether I be Muslim, I did all. The Bible tell us say, in a respect of power and principality, and anything where you any commitment, any covenant where you sign with the Bible, you go sign up for you. If now you sign up, but God, he told her for you, they do the juju. But at the last day, he said, in the respect covenant, So the covenant we will sign now, destruction, then God see the respect. Not that we will sign that rightful covenant by changing our mindset. I'm not saying our church, the church self, now the wrong covenant, many church they on. Now they are see belle is infrastructure. Because we say we want to follow God, but we follow God like Jesus Christ. What did Jesus Christ do when they are alive? Now you say make we follow. Now love is show. He not collect from you because he want he don't believe in story building. If he didn't get make all of us eat up just the way we did before. Because tomorrow we'll go chop again. He don't believe say, I beg, I don't come here come preach because me not be pastor, me not be Christian, I not be pagan, I not be Muslim. I dey follow all. My own be the one way do good. We all know what thing good, not we do. I greet you, sir. Make I begin round up. I greet every viewer as here. I don't feel you go back to comment section again. Friday we will meet. No, every Friday. I don't know. Now this topic just made me come up. My day before, not just Friday and Sunday, but any day I just see anything we just see hot. We still catch my mind. I feel come up any day. So we thank everybody. Make I begin the round up. Una do well. We according to Sayomori, might be that. We they do loss. We still say that they're bad. So thank you, bros. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate your time. I have to call it a day now. I think I've spent too much time today. So let's try to always do the right thing. The right thing is not bad to do. It's not hard. It's very, very easy. We know what is good. What we know because of what we want gain. It support the bad things. It will give us bad results. So on this note, I draw the curtain. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Now your hand will be there.